Ahoy, landlubbers! It's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. Welcome to a very spooky stream. It is Saturday, October the 30th, 2021, and we've been building towards this all spooky season. We got a little bit of a late start, but frankly, there have been so many games that came out this October. Like, game developers realize that there's 12 months in a year, right? This has been really actually pretty frustrating to me. I mean, like, we had Boyfriend Dungeon finally release in like late August, I think. But then like everything else, practically this entire calendar year has been released in October. And it is wild and it is unreasonable, and I want everyone to do better. But you know, we played Strangeland. We tried a game called Lost in Random that didn't quite click with me or several viewers watching. We started Inscription last week, which is also is for a very particular audience, I suspect. But now we're digging back to our roots, and we're playing a classically story-based game. Now, we all probably know at this point that Telltale Games, which was like one of my favorite game developers, has been shut down for a few years. But there is still one leader in the Western visual novel genre, as I sometimes call it, or the classic interactive cinema, and that's the Dark Pictures Anthology by Supermassive Games. I think they're the same team, or at least the same developer that did Until Dawn, and they started a new series of games with a similar overall feel. And that was like Man of Medan, which I played for the first time on stream last year, maybe like a year and a half ago, and wasn't the biggest fan of that one. Then we got Little Hope, a sort of Salem witch trial Fallout game. That was definitely better, but still not my favorite. Now we're on our third installment, House of Ashes. As usual, going into this type of game, I haven't looked up a ton about the story. When you download it, I think the PlayStation synopsis is something to the effect of like a military squadron goes in search of chemical weapons and finds something much deadlier. I think is more or less what it says. And that's basically my understanding. I think it's set in somewhere in the Middle East. I don't know specifically what country, I don't think. And the idea is that there's like a team of, I think, U.S. military, maybe like an international group, I'm not sure. But they're looking for something, and they find some cave or something underground, and spooky stuff happens. That's about as much as I've gotten. I think I mentioned on yesterday's stream that someone whose opinion I generally respect, including that surrounding video games, had mentioned that this game did one thing in particular better than the two predecessors in the series, which is that it committed to its bit. Precisely know what that means, but I think that's more or less calling out. For example, in Man of Medan, there's all these spooky things happening on this abandoned ship out on the ocean, and it turns out it's gas. It's just some gas, and everyone's hallucinating because it's gas. And I don't think anyone particularly liked that resolution. I know I didn't. I think we're just about ready to play. Clifford says, in response to my rant that all the games came out this month, is that why Steam did a Halloween sale? Don't remember them doing it before. It might be. I mean, I don't know that other people have the same gripe that I did about how many games have come out specifically in this 30-day window. But it's certainly on my nerves. I would like for these to be spread out throughout the year. That earlier in the year I don't have to scrounge quite so hard for something that fits my vibe and is streamable. And then cram at the end of the year. Makes me a little anxious. I don't like doing that kind of thing. But hi, Spunny. Good to have you here. Hi to Cotillion and Ditto, who I believe are both lurking, but made their presence known. And yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna hope that the audio bounce is good. And now this is one of the things that both Elgato boxes do a little bit better than trying to do stuff on Steam, is that when I hit this button, it should probably just work. It's not gonna do some weird thing like on last night's stream where it was like capturing like an endless loop of Vasco in the corner of black screens, and then was fine like 5 seconds later. Like, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta spike my cortisol? That's really rude. OBS, I don't appreciate that. As usual with the game I'm going in blind for, I've made some effort to try and put myself in a corner where I'm not going to cover stuff. If it seems like I'm referencing some user interface thing that you're not seeing, and I'm not thinking of the fact that I live in the upper left corner, shout it out, and we'll try and pause and adjust it. Same with any weirdness in audio, as always. I do my best. I've had so many problems in the past. I've tried to make it a habit to adjust these things going in so we don't have to, like, panic when we get to the first cutscene and it's deafeningly loud, which by default this game is, but I don't have to tell you that. But without any further ado, let us begin House of Ashes. You'll notice that I do have a save file already, but it's just because I was trying to get the first cutscene to play a couple times so that I could make the audio adjustments and actually hear. One thing that modern games do that's a little weird to me is, like, most of them are pretty good about giving you an audio adjustment menu with options for, like, music, sound effects, dialogue, typically. Sometimes it's a little less in-depth than that. But one thing I find weird is that, like, the menu doesn't give you any reference for dialogue almost ever, and sometimes not sound effects. But it's like, I kind of need to know how loud it sounds in order to know if it sounds right. So, hence the save file. But I've literally seen maybe 2 minutes of this intro cutscene, and most of it is the Boxcar Children style reiteration of exactly what this game style is like, in case you've never played one. So, let us begin. I'm going to default challenging here, which I know I'll regret later, but it's my job as the streamer to suffer. But it seems like challenging is normal, forgiving's probably easy, and lethal is I'm not going to do that. Place this, and it's going to be like, yeah? I'm going to be like, yeah.
Let us begin.
For they have sown the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. 4C 8-7. Every choice has a consequence. Every opportunity a cost. Some decisions save lives. Others sink ships. I really like that bird. It's a good-looking video game bird. That's some good animation. I'm happy with it. Again, let me know if it's too loud. We're gonna get some dialogue and stuff in just a second. Cool. I choose to believe that these guys are doing like a spooky Halloween thing. You know, like there's a hole cut out in the table and they're sort of under it. Still feels like it might be a little loud. You let me know.
No! I don't want to die!
Silence! Your words are meaningless here. Your blood will pay the debt our king demands. Your sacrifice will lift his curse from our land.
That go me or the game?
Forgive me, my lord. The king demands your urgent presence.
The gods smile on you. For now. Take this one
With
back
the
to
exclamation
yourself.
mark in his email and everything. Very important.
You're in luck, Gutian.
Luck? No. No luck for these dogs.
No luck for old men. Are you gonna explain what that means? It sounds ominous.
We should leave this place. The king, his madness threatens to swallow us all. This temple is cursed.
I'd rather die in this cursed house than perish to the plague and famine out there. We have our orders, Captain.
Hey, wait. Did I load up the wrong game? Cursed House. It's supposed to be the House of Ashes.
The moon god sent you to destroy my kingdom.
I hope that this game is
I
secretly
know,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
girl. I see everything. Look around you. Is this hole not famous enough for my mistakes? Do the gods not bask in its glory?
I don't know, they don't consult me on much.
The Gutians are coming, General. The moon god sends an army to destroy us.
I shall
Did we
muster
try
our
diplomacy?
forces immediately.
Good. And what news from below?
I felt like that didn't need to be
There are hundreds
micromanaged.
of prisoners, my king. Their sacrifice will take time.
Time is no longer in our hands.
What if we played Time
No,
Wizard, though?
The blood of this army will nourish the sands. The sacrifice will be fulfilled.
Is that how you grow stuff in sand? Is that why farming doesn't usually work so easily there? People aren't using blood?
Tell me, General, does she remind you of anyone?
My king?
Do you not see a hint of your own daughter in her? What age would she have been now?
18.
Why would you ask this?
18.
Hey, why would you ask this?
What a tragedy this plague has been. Kill her.
He's like... You know what? This guy feels like he's hashtag just
By
following
your
orders.
command.
Uh-oh. Hey, that was feisty. Like, I'm impressed. Not everyone has the wherewithal to... Okay. I mean, obviously that didn't end up well for her because I didn't screw up the buttons. He's like, oh snap, did you see that? It's hard to aim. I think that's, I think they added that in the last game. It's like slightly modified. Actually, there was something like that in Until Dawn. Is everybody having fun? Are we having fun? Anyway, thank you for the 51-month resub. You joined just when a bunch of stuff was happening. Here you go. Here's your confetti. Hey, it's a honed Kopesh. I know what that's called because of Magic the Gathering. I'm an adult. Dice throw right? Wow, also, nice. That's an even better throw as far as I'm concerned. Did you see that? I mean, obviously that's horrifying. But you kind of still gotta be impressed, right? I couldn't do that. No one's gonna say anything about that either. I'm just, it's, alright, it's Tuesday. I'm just gonna... It didn't look like that cell actually locked at all. Like in any meaningful way. Man, I was using those organs. It really just looked like he shut the door and then sort of like started to walk away. Didn't look like he locked it. Hey, at least this guy's doing his part. He's always wearing his mask. His mask is kind of what I imagine Thremir's beard looking like from the Giant Slayer campaign that Glass Cannon Podcast has been doing. It's supposed to be a mask that has, like, a dangling fake beard that, like, magically grabs onto melee weapons if someone tries to hit you with them. Kind of imagine it looking like that. But, you know, magic hand beard. You know, magic hand beard? He really wasn't kidding about that army coming. It's almost time for my stories. the first story that had an eclipse being like a significant like part of some historic event for like an ancient civilization. I would say like Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court, but something could probably predate that, right? I mean, there could certainly be some, like, oral tradition mythology thing that I'm either unaware of or not thinking of.
Gods give me strength.
Oh, shoot, someone beat me here. That magic handbeard didn't save him, huh? Oh, man! Oh my god, it's Heroes! Save the cheerleader! Oh no, wait, she was in Until Dawn. That's right. Sorry, I'm getting my games confused. I feel like I have like 80% of the context needed to fully appreciate the situation. I'm not sure why the battle is happening. I'm not sure who came in here and like killed the king or whatever. Because like, it doesn't seem like the army breached the throne room.
Help me, Goodyear.
Interesting that he would choose to do that.
What is out there? What have you Arcadians done to unleash such force?
We've been cursed.
Well...
Our king has cursed us all. We thought you were the demons. We were wrong. The king sacked the temple at Nippur. He builds this temple to call for forgiveness. But the gods don't listen.
And now he too is silent.
I mean, that feels like a euphemism. That's one way of putting it.
Free of his madness now, as are we all.
Relationship updated. King doesn't like you cause dead.
Free to die.
Do we really think this is gonna hold out? It sounds bad out there.
There is a way out through the catacombs.
You think I should trust you?
You have no choice.
I mean, I do, but I'm biased. I mean, they did put a staff or something there to bar the door. Why is it opening so far? I feel like that's not how that should be designed. Ultimately, we're gonna discover it's just a whole flock of those scraw birds from Unavowed. Hey, weren't we in a hurry like 5 seconds ago? I mean, this seems safer somehow. I mean, like, we know that this place is haunted, right? But, like, we know what kind of haunted, maybe, because we built a building on top of it.
Follow me. There is a way out through this tomb.
Tomb?
Yes. For the builders when they're done. Come.
It also feels like a euphemism. You know, when the builders are done. Put them here in the death pile. And when you say done, do you mean, like, Friday night? All right. Still gonna mention that I'm grateful that we changed this from the, like, don't move your PS4 controller that we had in Until Dawn, which was hot stinking garbage. Another... Ugh. don't even really have a sense of what I'm hiding from. There's no way just the rat was making that much noise. Definitely gonna get eaten by a zombie.
How many men
100%.
died for our king? Their sacrifice was
1,617. Some interactions reveal secrets! Secrets you find can be viewed in the collections and characters screen. Sorry for blowing through some of these tutorial things without reading them, but I have played these games before, and also, there's usually an element of time sensitivity, so my instincts have already kicked into like, nope, just do it. Just do the thing. The secret with scarabs! Scarabs is people! I don't know what's happening. Move camera and light source? Wait. Oh, he kind of does move it, huh? Okay. Hey, it's that rock that talks about the Egyptian god cards or something.
We are cursed by our own actions.
Why did your king raid the temple?
Meant to use right stick to look for hidden information.
History has taught us. For gold, for glory.
For greed.
I feel like that's sort of bundled in there with gold, huh? What secret information am I looking for? Because it doesn't seem like anything is, like, happening here. Alright, I surrender. That's a later thing. Some sort of thing. Really conspicuous tablet. Premonition unlocked. Zombies are real! I was like collecting those premonitions, but historically they're extremely unhelpful. They show you something that makes sense only after it's eaten someone that's like a playable character.
Here, help me with this.
It doesn't really look like they're sheathing those. It kind of just looks like they're magically attaching to their implied belts. Weird that I didn't have to open that one when I did the last one. Oh, it's very bad in here. This is where the zombies live.
You first.
We're safe down here.
You first.
Age before beauty.
What is this that adorns you?
Nothing to concern an Akkadian.
It's a roll of Kodak film.
How do we get out of here alive?
I feel like this guy's learned his lesson, is what the dialogue before implied. So,
The
like,
enemy
we
of
do
my
it
enemy.
together.
Is a friend.
We help each other.
There is always hope.
No, there's little hope. I learned that. That's also a different game.
What was that? How many
I like that
ways
by
is
saying a
this?
nice thing, I made him go first.
We're not alone down here.
I mean, you could use a snake to represent that part of the anatomy. That's an untraditional way of doing it.
Over here.
And then close the door behind him. That's how you get zombies. Nope. Nope.
Huh?
Way. Are we gonna have to jump? It seems bad in here.
It's coming!
I know.
Akkadian!
There's no escape. Our only hope is to stand together.
No! If we both run,
Then we both die. Ready your sword.
I'll fight. It's right stick, not left stick. I mean, like, we definitely gonna die. We, like, 100% dead. I like that it's, like, grayscale and underwater vision. I didn't detect which button that was quick enough, but I'm pretty sure we die no matter what. This feels like this is where our tutorial ends and everybody dies. I think all of the Dark Pictures games have had some variant of that so far. Man of Medan definitely did. There's a thing about, like, the crew on the weird lost ship, like, beforehand, and it really didn't matter what happened, because by the time you get there, like, everybody did. Is it a Wendigo? I mean, it could be a Wendigo. You never know. Technically, Until Dawn isn't part of the Dark Pictures Anthology. How are we feeling about the volume? Do I need to adjust it? Alright, can I... Is there a skip for this probably copyrighted music? Volume seems like... Is it? I think it's the same song that they keep using for these. I don't know. Yeah, this one is in fact starring Ashley Tisdale, and I gotta say, that feels like a weird get. I have indeed seen the High School Musical trilogy, and I think that's probably the only thing I've seen her in. No, wait, I do think I've seen her in some other things. I can't remember what it would have been. I'm gonna turn my own volume down a little bit, at least now that we're here. This is probably a little bit louder than what we've had, but I think that's by design. Is there really not a skip for this? That just feels rude. Here's something that was actually bothering me looking at the loading screen today about the Dark Pictures Anthology. So the Dark Pictures Anthology, to me, implies one of two things. Either that it's like a night gallery style gallery of like spooky pictures that evoke spooky stories, and that seems to be the implication based on some of the elements in some of the other games. Or alternatively, Dark Pictures like dark motion pictures, and thus, you know, sort of the interactive movie element of these styles of games. And, you know, either one of those is fine, and I don't necessarily need them to commit to one or the other. But there is something that strikes me as weird. You know, like, we have this, like, picture gallery intro that isn't referenced again, and then we see him in, like, a library sometimes, which is not exactly on brand. But also, the like, logo for the Dark Pictures Anthology is like a brain with... There's like a cross-section of a skull with a compass in it. And I don't see how that evokes the same ideas.
They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown.
Is it Advent already?
To salvation?
Most likely not.
The darkness.
The second one.
Let me speak plainly. You're about to make some difficult decisions. Decisions that will affect the lives of others. How those decisions play out will become clear over time. I expect you're wondering who I am and where you are.
Library. And library.
I am the curator, the custodian of tales. My purpose is to keep a record of everything you do.
You could call me a crypt keeper of sorts,
Mistake.
curating tales or even amazing stories. Anyone else here watch sci-fi horror anthology shows, or is that just me? You could say that the stories held here in this library are beyond belief, fact or fiction.
Enemies, loyalty and betrayal, life and death. Understand that I am not here to help you. Although I have been known to bend the rules from time to time.
There's like a somebody outside?
To descend into the unknown alone is extremely brave. Or extremely foolish.
Hey, are you capable of
Perhaps
saying
there's
things that
more
aren't
to you than
cliches?
meets the eye.
Just curious. Not trying
Let
to
me
tell you how to
give
do
a
your
few
job.
words of advice. Throughout the story, you will encounter certain pictures. Pictures
An
which
anthology
allude
of dark
to possible
pictures, perhaps.
outcomes. I suggest you pay attention to their meaning. It could foreshadow a future best avoided.
That's not how that works. I played these
Alas,
games.
sands of time have run out for us. We'll meet again soon to see how you fared.
Oh, I really read that last word as farted. We'll see how you farted. And whether whoever smelt it, in fact, dealt it. We did it. We're playing the game. Hey, look, it's America Machismo. Ace Kolchak. Confident and intolerant. That's okay. Eric King. Wow, he sure is American. Rational and insecure.
Lily, welcome to Camp's Lair.
That's true, that is Jason. I think America Machismo sucks.
Is my briefing room prepped?
Techs are ready for your presentation. As soon as we get word from the CEO, we're good to go.
You should read this.
You chewing gum or having a stroke back there?
Can you hear? There's a new king in the castle.
Looks that way. You are?
Yeah, this guy sucks. He's annoyed with his own
Please.
subordinate.
Valuable research.
Yes, sirree. Dr. Stokes, at your service.
First Lieutenant
I am
Jason
covering-
Kolchak.
Wow. The briefing room?
I'm covering the relationship updates. I don't know if that means I should move to the right corner. They're not all that important because it's impossible to
Yo,
tell what
this
that's going to
looks
mean for the
good.
future.
Huh. So many dick levels. This is like a 2. Wait till he turns it up to 11.
Oh, of course, there's always somebody in an illicit relationship.
What's up, Marine? Can't you keep up?
Oh, she's related to America Machismo. She's abrasive. Everyone has like a really bad trait. Defensive romantic. That's a cancer if ever I've heard one.
These last few weeks, you've lifted me up.
No, you actually put me on the desk. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game's rated mature, just putting that out there, like, right... I mean, we already saw a bunch of severed heads and stuff, but, like, just in case.
He's en route to the briefing room.
I'll be there in 5. Fuck, it's
Definitely
him.
started hanging up before she, like,
Your husband, you mean?
finished that sentence.
Don't you think it's about time
Oh,
you came
husband, not relate... Okay.
Put your clothes back on. Straighten up.
clean? Hey, Rachel, are you gonna tell him about us or what? You and Eric have been apart for a year. Whatever you had, it's gotta be over. Come on.
You know what? I think I'm gonna straight up say nothing.
Say no more. I get it.
Kind of a weird reaction from her. Gonna need this lighter. It's technically an adventure game, sort of. recognize anyone except this blonde. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I got going for me so far. Sometimes there are actors who I, like, recognize after the fact. Like, I see them in other things after seeing them in these games, but, usually there's only one or two that I sort of recognize up front.
We're just getting the base set up. Blows my mind. Only a few weeks ago, Saddam was living it up in here.
Oh yeah, what year did it say it was?
While some poor bastard clipped his toenail.
Nice image.
If only you could see the state of this place now. Makes me smile. We got the CIA, we got the Army, the Marines, DIA, the Air Force. Hey, everyone's invited. Everyone wants a piece of history. God bless America.
I gotta say, I mean, this is the PS5 version. These graphics are
I
nice.
see you, old man. You're busting out those reps.
You come join me. Maybe I'll teach you a thing or two.
Later.
I like his
We have
tattoo.
company.
Yeah, maybe Miss here would like to watch me get my sweat on, huh? You wanna spot me, little lady?
Can see you just fine from here, thanks.
Ignore Corporal Merwin. He lacks social skills.
Is that one of his two traits?
Resident jackass.
Sergeant K. This is Lieutenant Colonel Kane. Just taking him down to the briefing room.
Yeah, gotta go get prepped.
I'll see you in there, Marine. So, what's his malfunction?
Nick ain't been
I don't
in
know, he's
South
sleeping
lately.
with somebody's wife?
We got caught up in a shooting a few weeks back. Civilian ate a bullet. Nick took it hard.
Is he combat ready?
He's a big boy, sir. He's ready.
As you probably noticed, sir, he was wearing his big boy pants. I think he'll be fine.
Damn, Joey, they got you sitting behind a desk? You want me to make a call?
Nah, I'm all good. People who sit behind desks don't tend to catch so many bullets, you know? So this must be the one and only satellite guy.
I am a jerk, Max
Lieutenant
Dingus.
Colonel Eric King. And if I'm not mistaken, Lance Corporal, that makes me your commanding officer.
Shitting me, right? Crap, he's not shitting me.
Give the Colonel full site access.
Sir.
If I were you,
I like
wouldn't
that
get too
full site
comfortable behind
access
that
is like a
desk.
hotel key card.
I'm telling you, when the queen bitch finds out about this, she's gonna flip her shit.
I feel like the indignant answer here implies that he cares about his wife, and I definitely don't think he does, so he's gonna
Mitchell and I,
default to the other
we
option.
know each other. She'll understand all's fair in love and war.
Sir?
The queen bitch you're referring to is his wife.
Sucks for you.
Nice work, hotshot.
I feel like we're gonna just become Uncharted.
Sure.
Does anyone else have that feeling?
I'm so sorry. Rachel never said she was married.
We've been working apart
Yeah,
this
I
last
bet
year.
she didn't.
So, she's the queen bitch now. She's gone up in the world.
If it helps.
Look what I can do with my
I like
eyebrows.
to think of it as a term of endearment.
I like that document on the left looked like it had like a Xerox of coffee stains on it. Like they were black.
Brett, let's get you set up.
And one second. Okay. I'm gonna move myself to the right corner just because I do seem to be covering the relationship updates. Again, I don't think they're super duper important, but might as well not do that and figure out what on earth I'm doing. Whee! Whoop. Whee! Okay. And then maybe you at home can keep better track of who hates America Machismo, which I assume will be everybody if I play my cards right. Let us continue.
It can cope with the data.
I'll leave the techie stuff to you.
And I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
We got a deal, lady.
What is this place anyway? Looks like an old ballroom.
That's exactly what it is.
Subject. Survey group objectives. To Directorate of Central Intelligence. Directorate of Central Intelligence. The objectives of Survey Group are as stated. 1. Organize and direct intelligence capabilities across coalition government agencies and armed forces, US, UK, Australia. Apply intelligence expertise to discover, capture, and exploit information on individuals and the scene change. One thing I like is that it's no longer like an optional decipher the written text into like video game text. It seems to do it by default now, which I think even the last game wasn't doing.
Mrs. King.
Eric, this is my team.
That's such an unpleasant way to address your wife. Boo. Oh, this guy sucks. Like, I don't know if we're gonna be all in on Ashley Tisdale, but like this guy's the worst. I hate him.
This is my team now.
What are you talking about?
I have direct orders from CENTCOM to assume command of your task force.
Oh.
I like that in the previous scene, he's like, she'll understand, and then he's like, hey, listen, I'm in charge.
Lieutenant Kolchak, if you'd be so kind.
This is from SOC Central. It confirms that Lieutenant Colonel King has assumed control of this operation.
That paper sure didn't have paper physics.
Who the hell are you?
This is Dr. Stokes. I've given her full clearance.
I bet you have.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
That was so weird looking.
I'll go figure it out for myself.
There's some things that video games have figured out how to do really well, and there's some things like blowing a bubble.
You found something?
Fuck is that? Modern art or something?
This is footage from the highly classified Kalis program.
That's supposed to mean something to me.
It's a thermal satellite system that I
He
personally
looked
pioneered.
really confused.
Oh, well, I'm impressed. Please, pioneer away.
You behave like this in all your briefings, Corporal?
So, does like anyone not suck?
Boys are just eager to catch a break, sir. No harm meant.
Very well. Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. This will, of course, require further investigation, but I strongly suspect it's where Saddam's chemical weapons are hidden.
We got you, you son of a bitch.
CENTCOM has given the green light to raid the facility and seize any weapons on site. Hostilities may be over, but there are holdout groups of Republican Guard all over the country. They could deploy those weapons at any time, so we need to move fast. The Army is giving us a ride out there in their helos. On arrival, Lieutenant Kolchak will lead the raid on the facility. Once it's secured, we'll carry out a full weapons inspection. Now listen up. There's been a change of leadership, but Rachel's operational expertise and local knowledge is just as valuable as ever. She'll be flying with us.
Just in the off chance that she gets killed in crossfire or something. It would simplify my life some amount.
What the fuck we waiting for? I'm ready.
That's tribal territory out there, Colonel. Make no mistake. Those people are feral. I take it we're getting their support?
Nah. Too many birds could bring them down on us. We move fast in, fast out.
Yeah, that's pretty much what your mama said to me.
Hey, careful, boy.
Oh, dang.
If I didn't pull out so fast, it could have been your puppy.
All right, that's enough, Merwin. Sir?
He really high-fived that? Ooh. You know what? Even though he's a jerk, I don't think he's trying to get everyone killed. I feel like he's by the book. He's like, yeah, we'll do this.
For air support to be on standby.
Our birds can fly low under the radar. The site is in the Zagros Mountains, so we'll have plenty of ground cover.
We go dark until weapons are secured. If we don't break radio sounds within 24 hours, CENTCOM will mount a rescue operation.
We won't be disavowed by the secretary?
I'll quit being a bitch.
I'm just saying, that's all.
This is why we went to war. This is what gets us out of bed every morning.
Maybe speak for yourself
Make no
on that
mistake,
one.
ladies and gentlemen. This is how we stop Saddam from using these weapons.
Have we tried
Be
diplomacy?
ready in 1 hour. Dismissed.
So help me God, if any of you ask for a bathroom break once we're in the air, I'm gonna shoot you
Let me set
myself.
the equipment.
I'm on it.
I don't know, man. This don't feel right. I'm getting this tingle down the back of my neck.
Oh, sweetie. Look, good
I'm
rub
feeling
down,
that
sort
the-
that right out, huh?
I'm serious. I've got a real bad feeling about this.
This really bro Asian guy is gonna like die immediately. Because he's not a playable character from what I can tell. And her eyes seem huge. I know that her eyes are huge, but like they feel very pronounced.
Some alone time with him.
Yeah, some of the characters look uncanny. Some are like pretty good.
Eric,
These games have always been a little like that,
We need
Evie
to
Point
talk.
Master. Also welcome.
there's something I have to tell you.
You should know. It wasn't my decision to take over your operation.
I think I literally don't like either of these. I don't like being intimate, and I don't like being excited. I feel like I'm just, nope.
This isn't about us, Eric.
I just want things to go back to the way they were.
How we left it, things weren't so great between us.
We've been through worse. A lot worse.
Nothing has changed, Eric. You know that. You and
That's
I...
not true. I've changed my underwear 320 times in the last year.
Don't say that. You're not wearing your wedding ring.
That wasn't even a choice. That just happened.
Hey, be careful with that.
Oh, shit, sorry. What you got in that box of tricks anyway?
It's trick cereal, but it's very delicate.
The fuck is that?
Ultraviolet light.
It's my
Use
lightsaber.
it to sweep for explosives.
Let me have a go.
No.
Why did he leave
How
it
much longer
on when he
did
shut the
that download,
case?
Therese? I need it ASAP.
Is 5 minutes ASAP enough for you?
No.
Downloading data now.
Good. I'll check the satellite maps.
Not the greatest bandwidth.
We work with what we have.
Can you sign this 1348?
Huh?
Equipment.
Did you say to me?
Can you?
Oh, sure.
Check all equipment, then check it again.
Yeah.
But don't check it a third time. That's excessive. Wait, he's been wearing his wedding ring on a necklace, and he thinks that's so much better than her not wearing hers? A little better, but still feels suspicious or whatever. My god, I really don't feel like I want to read a bunch of, like, military documents. That does not sound super enthralling. Let's talk.
You think we'll bag Chemical Ollie at this facility?
If he's in the vicinity, we'll get him.
That almost makes it worth the risk.
Almost.
Well, you know, I'd still rather be sitting behind a desk. If shit hits the fan, at least we can rely on air support to dig us out.
I'm sure it won't come down to that.
You seem confident.
You seem surprised.
Those two having the same conversation, I feel like they were just, like, stating random things into the air. Can I drink it? New interaction. Confidential. Over Iraq Survey Group, SCPB, Mailman. What is this? Subject. Bandit activity, Soren District. Report disappearance, 2 aid workers, Soren District. Workers named as Yves Paugum and Mary Vinay. Failed to make contact 2 weeks ago. Aid workers presumed robbed and killed. Message end. Acknowledge no. At least I assume that's what that means. Ooh, the funny pages? Mission accomplished. President Bush declares end of hostilities in Iraq. A. Sherman executed. Taylor uncooperative during final hours. Here's 2003. Thank you, newspaper, for catching the detail I neglected when it was written in huge text on the screen. There's just like random junk around here. I miss the days when I'd find, like, weird news clippings about, like, cannibalistic miners in an old sanitarium. If I unscrew this, what's in it?
Is this what I think it is?
WP, sir.
White phosphorus?
It's just for popping smoke. That's all.
Yeah, just for cover.
These are only to be used for cover. Understood?
Understood.
After all, Saddam is the one who's breaking weapons conventions, not us.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know enough about white phosphorus to have any idea of that significance.
What the hell do we need this crap for? We need to be mobile.
We need to be prepared. The facility is underground, possibly under construction. It's safer this way.
You want me to feel safe? You give me some more shooters.
You want me to feel safe? You give me a big hug. Let me be the little spoon. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be a jerk to this guy.
Tell me, Corporal, are you afraid of heights?
Please. I'm forced recon. I've trained in high altitude, low opening parachute jumps. Hostile conditions that would make most men wake up screaming for their mama.
You paint quite the picture. I hope you're more than just mouth, Marine.
Climbing gear. Fucking pencil pusher.
Talk to everyone to advance this? I can't talk to Tech Lady. I can look at a map. It's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map. Polish command, huh? Not an expected element of the legend here. Not for me. I don't know crap about anything like military or like geopolitical much of the time. Certainly not from this time period. What do you think the bent red comb is for? Okay, the game finally decided to proceed.
Let's get to the helos.
These, like, timed waiting segments that we've had, like, roughly 2 of, they're new and they're weird.
What?
What?
You want to ask me something? I can tell by that look on your face.
What do you think of him?
I take it you're talking about the skipper? He's a hard ass and he wants us to know it. But I ain't bothered by that. I like it, actually.
Guy's a corncob off his ass.
Is that what that is? He's standing kind of funny.
Someone tough in control.
Must be the mailman from that document. Clearly just some guy. Stubborn and courageous. He has maybe the least egregious negative trait so far. He's also carrying a gift into a war zone, so I feel like he's like definitely gonna die.
Zayn! And a gate! Zayn?
Find Zane, search Zane's room. I found a note. Highgate University Shield, Mr. Zane Othman. March 3rd, 2003. Here's Zane. The board has approved your application for admission to Highgate University. Read Mythology BA in academic year 0304. This offers conditional upon your agreement to fulfill the following requirements. Completion of your college studies to the projected AAB standard. Obtaining student's visa from UK Home Office. Saying that current world events may create complications for your visa application and relocation to the United Kingdom. I assure you that the facility will assist in and support your visa application in every way. Blah, blah, blah. We're such a cool school. Sincerely, Andrew McAllister, guy who writes this letter. Uh-oh.
Araf.
Huh. That's a weirdly wide photograph. We just, like, bent, I don't know, presumably the mother to the back of the photo so that it would still fit in a normal photo frame? Like, what frame is that for? With that photo? That's where I came in, but it sure looks like it leads outside. Oh, I can consult my own gift. Hey, birthday, Zane. My boy's becoming a man. Love always, Dad. Is that like a threat? Love always, Dad. Cameras decided to have some fun. This is cool and normal. Ah, there was a hallway over here. Can I use the restroom and not wash my hands? Like in heavy rain? I don't know, is this just a laundry room with a sink? Entered a side room that had a sink in it, I assumed bathroom. Wow, man, the camera does some weird stuff when you get up close, and you kind of don't have a choice when you get into these, narrow hallways. It's, not gonna be my favorite thing. I have to see if there's an adjustment for that in, like, the menu, because I hate it. Let's just go in the room we're supposed to.
Zane?
Oh, examine something. Mesopotamian mythology. It's something. It said there was some way to flip through the pages. Oh, after I release it, which would normally put it down.
ولسه ما كبرش من الخرافات دي.
I think I now understand why the subtitle options were like something to the effect of like necessary and all. All right. Who's excited for a book report? Ahem. The heavens were no place for mortals. The Sumerians believed that the sky was formed of a configuration of domes, each hewn from a different precious stone. The outermost dome embodied An, the god of the sky. The middle dome was home to the gods of heaven, and the lowermost dome was the abode of the stars. The number of domes varied between 3 and 7. The number 7 itself had magical properties and recurs frequently throughout Mesopotamian myth. 7 demons, 7 thrones, 7 spirits, and the 7 gates of the underworld, as we all know. To the Sumerians, the stars and planets each had their own deities. Utu was the sun, Nana, later altered as Suen or Sin, was the moon, Nurgle was the cat from Garfield, Naboo was the planet from Phantom Menace. I think I'm following this. Inanna, goddess to Venus, Naruto to Saturn. The heavens were truly the abode of the divine, and the earth below was given to humans. No soul could travel upwards in this worldview. Instead, they were confined to their earthly domain, even in death. It is no wonder that the Sumerians were among the world's first astronomers. They charted the positions of the stars, identified planets, and plotted the movement of the constellations. Although surviving records from the period are incomplete, it is now widely believed that the discoveries of Mesopotamian astronomy were passed on to the Western world and formed the basis of the classical Grecian sky maps. Now, do I turn the page? No, I already pressed that button. It worked this time. I like that I, open to a random page, and then I turn one page and it's chapter 6. Fair enough. The ancient Mesopotamian underworld. In ancient belief, the world was made of earth. I know that's not how it's meant to be read, but that's how my brain definitely parses that, and it looks and feels weird. Ancient belief the world was made of earth, sea, and sky, and enclosed in a box of imperishable tin. As we all know. The underworld, known as Kur, or the House of Ashes, was where people went when they died. Souls were led to a cavern deep underground where they endured a shadowed existence. Here, the only drink was dust, and the only food was clay. There was no light, only darkness. There were no rewards or punishments for deeds done in life. Instead, a soul's comfort was determined by their burial. As the dead were often buried under or near the home, daily sacrifices of food and drink were made to the spirits of the departed. Family members who poured wine into a dead person's grave would quench their thirst in the House of Ashes. The message to the living was to live well, be buried richly, and have many descendants who would supply food and drink in the afterlife for years to come. The dead could return to the earth as ghosts to punish those descendants who did not leave offerings of food and drink to them. Vengeful ghosts could inflict misfortune and sickness on the living. Maladies such as headaches, stomach pains, and fever. Mental disorders could be attributed to ghosts. Mesopotamian healers ascribed many illnesses to the action of ghosts, while others were caused by gods or demons. Oh, I have to... Other direction. I think I finally understand the controls. Or not? Hello? Just one last time? I just don't think there's another page and the game's being weird about it. Your socks! R2?
Oh, ربي يا زين تاني.
Am I supposed to recognize that symbol? All the phones in this game look super weird.
الو انا سليم.
سليم
سليم جاركون ابو زين.
طبعا رجعت؟
ايوه رجعت. هو زين هو زين مع ابنك؟
طارق.
ايوه طارق هما مع بعض.
Is Zane with your human Earth child?
كله بخير؟
No, I brought a present.
لا كله تمام. اصله كان عيد ميلاده وانا جبت له هديه.
دي نية كويسة.
لما يرجع ابعتهولي حالا.
ما اقدرش اقول امتى هيجوا، انت عارف الولاد.
اي وقت.
He just asks what sort of alien speak is this. It's English. Does it not? Do you not understand what's happening, Arcadius? I assume the language is Iraqi, isn't it? I don't know much about the language of Iraq, but I believe it is called Iraqi.
يا مناسب لازم نتحرك على طول.
انت بتقول ايه سعادتك؟
العدو جاي يا سليم. العدو جاي علينا دلوقتي.
العدو؟
Invaders are flying in. Space invaders?
خلاص وخسرنا.
لا ده كلام فارغ. محدش اتسلم. العدو جاي ودي أرضنا واحنا لازم نتعرب ليها.
شايفين؟
Well, I don't want to fight back.
يلا. شوف جايين علينا. بقول لك احنا محتاجين كل راجل في مكانه لحسن طيارتهم توصل عندنا.
I feel like bad stuff happens if you don't comply with military orders.
هرجع البيت قريب.
I'm definitely not entirely sure how this fits into the story. I mean, I guess there's going to be a clash at the landing site.
Coyote 2, this is Mailman 2-1 actual. We're on approach and ready to go dark. Over.
Copy, Mailman 2-1 actual. Air support is on standby.
Roger that. Over.
We're here if you need us. See you on the other side. All call signs, silence, silence, silence. Coyote 2, out.
All call signs, silence, silence, silence. Does that feel like overkill? Yeah, the game does look nice, doesn't it, Arcadius? Some of the character models are a little uncanny valley, but, like, I've been really impressed with the graphics so far.
Why are you fucking in
This is the PS5 version of the game. So we're getting some bonus from the PS5 graphics.
Hey, look, your mama's so nasty. I called her for phone sex, now I got a fucking ear infection.
Well, damn.
What a charmer, this guy.
I've been sitting on that one.
Oh, yeah, you like that? I got a shit ton more of those bad boys lined up.
Yeah, that's what your mama said.
You two want to cut the bullshit and focus on the mission?
Hey, only one place I let a woman boss me around like that, all right? That's
Is it
between
the zoo?
sheets.
I'm surprised your mom lets women into your bedroom. Don't want her getting jealous now.
Damn, Rachel.
Hey, the fuck
Hey,
y'all
that
at?
offended my ego. My fragile ego.
Sergeant K, I need you to establish contact with the AWACS CP on 4-hour intervals.
I heard that, but I didn't understand any of the things you just said. Over.
Got it. Contact CP every 4 hours.
Oh, what's this guy's character? I haven't really figured it out.
Hey, you okay?
I think this guy's more personable than most of them.
Straight. What's going on in there?
Just some shit I gotta work through, man. It's all good. I'm chill.
Clearly doesn't want to talk. I don't want to pry, so let's be supportive.
Got your back, Nikki. No matter what.
I know it.
Make sure you do.
You better know I'm your friend, Freza.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi? What's that, some kind of Boy Scout thing?
Oh, come on.
It's a Marine thing. It means always loyal.
So what, it's supposed to be lucky?
Marines have a boatload of superstitions.
Hit me with one.
Alright, check it out.
Wham!
They say to never look back when you're disembarking the helo. Otherwise you curse the whole team.
That's gotta be about the stupidest thing I have ever heard.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of stupid
maybe.
stuff in the world.
But as I see it, why take a chance?
Eyes forward at all times. You look backwards in a war zone. It's no wonder you get your ass shot off.
We're good to go, Marines. It's what we were sent here to do, and may God be my witness. We're gonna succeed.
Amen to that, brother. Hoorah! Hoorah!
So I don't know if this is me being ridiculous. If you're in a military helicopter, like, you gotta have, like, a headset on to be able to hear each other, right? The engine's super loud. It's pretty close to your head.
Captain, what's هناك؟
يعني صحن الخنازير بيطيروا.
Stick burn.
اختاروا نفسكم يا رجاله.
Controlling Jason. I feel like every video game should have a Jason in it, right? I feel like that should just be mandatory.
Hey, Joey. How the fuck did you have to go and do that?
Why would you want that? Like, what good does that do to, like, instill doubt in your teammate in a life or death situation? Even if it's a silly superstition, if they're preoccupied by it, like, it's just gonna be bad for you, right?
Sir, we've been made. Awaiting orders.
Let's not start something.
Bend out and hold fire. We're gonna psyops this shit.
احنا الامريكان. احنا الجيش الامريكاني.
The audio quality on that speaker is shockingly poor if they actually expect people outside to understand it. Man, it'd be so scary to do stuff like this. Even just on, like, the level that, like, police do this, when, you know, there's a suspect inside, like, a apartment or something, and they just don't know where someone could be hiding with a weapon. That stuff's real scary.
Roger. Get Corporal Merwin to pop yellow smoke at the LC and bring in the Colonel.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be first in the door.
People are not the enemy, they're just...
But someone's got to do it.
Lieutenant Kolchak, sit rep if you will.
No shots fired, sir. No casualties. Farm is secure and we're processing captives.
Captives?
Have you located an entrance to the underground silo?
Negative, sir.
You didn't answer my question.
There is one. It's well camouflaged.
If there is one. What does that mean, Lieutenant?
We have yet to carry out a full search. We'll find it, sir.
I want a full report when we get back as to why it took your team so damn long to secure this farm.
Aye, sir.
As a consequence, any holdout Iraqis are probably on high alert. I'm disappointed, Lieutenant.
Let me assure you, Colonel, my team is ready for anything.
Is that a fact, Lieutenant?
That went smoothly.
You think?
Got the place locked down tighter than a virgin.
Do not finish that sentence.
I will court-martial you personally somehow.
Just don't ask so many tough physics questions.
Let's go.
Hey, Zacula, good to see you.
If anyone so much
as
raises an eyebrow,
played with Man of Medan. Oh yeah, Man of Medan is awful.
I don't know about you guys, but something.
There's
doesn't
like
feel
another
right
one
about
in
this
between
place.
Man of Medan and this, and that one's alright. Not amazing, it's not terrible, but like Man of Medan really did not
Hey,
like
you wanna
that
find out what
personally.
happens when you piss it off?
Try and get most of that dialogue. I hope it wasn't important.
Just gonna pat you down.
Who's a good boy?
السلام عليكم يا أخي. لازم أسأل السؤال ولازم تقول الحقيقة. فين مدخل مخزن السلاح؟
I feel like this guy's like overly eager to like be aggressive towards the enemy,
Stand by.
but he's also really friendly towards his allies. I think that's mostly his shtick.
هسألك مرة تانية. فين مكان المخزن؟
Yeah, I mean, Man of Medan is a game I can definitely imagine liking ironically, but like it just there's so many things about it that like really bothered
Possibly
me.
pagan.
That like it really affected my enjoyment. Like I'm glad that I played it, but like wow, I think it's like the worst example possible of the kind of game it is. I'm gonna go full out on this one. That feels a bit much.
What the fuck?
انتوا كام هنا؟
Probably don't want to break your finger on a pagan effigy. That feels like bad. Feels like a bad omen.
Corporal, keep an eye on the captives.
You heard her, Marine.
Something I should do in this room? Just to keep an eye on them, right? Like listening, it's just the lighting engine going over time. She did order me to stay here, right? I'm supposed to... What am I doing?
Tell me where the silo is.
Oh, no, I'm with her. Okay.
Everyone in this country is armed.
دي بندقية كبيرة قوي يا أخ. أكتر من اللي أنت محتاجه للغنم. فين؟
Got real big jackals around here.
Stand down,
Yeah, I bet
Lieutenant.
she didn't like that.
The only language these people understand.
I've got this under control. Are there any more captives?
Yeah, in the other hut. Follow me.
I'll ask them the same question one time and see what happens.
هتتكلم.
Keep a firm eye
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
that guy's super cursed now, Zacula, for sure. That's how you get cursed. Doing stuff like that.
Want your Marines to search the whole farm. I mean every inch of it. Look under every bed.
This game engine does not like tight corners. It gets real weird and confused about them. I'm concerned this will become an issue. Hey, let's talk to our friend.
You got something to say, Sergeant?
Look at the ground. What do you see? Jack shit. There was a silo. Where's all the tracks? Nah. Man, this is a fishing expedition. His precious Kalis has got it all wrong.
We follow orders, Sergeant. The search is far from over.
Aye, sir.
Alright. I don't know what that accomplished, if anything. Pottery? No, gas masks.
We got some gas masks here.
It's a secret to everyone, including me, as to why that's important. It does seem to suggest that there's not nothing here. Man, the camera is not happy inside buildings.
أنا بشخص الحكومة الأمريكية. أنت في موقف صعب جدا. مهم إنك تقول الحقيقة. فين مدخل المخزن؟
This is where we keep our board games.
That's heroin.
Just keeps getting better by the minute. These people are nothing but common crooks. What the fuck was Eric thinking?
I want this place turned inside out.
I was gonna say this is going well, but there was room for it to get better.
Fuck! I'm hit!
I got immediately shot without being a playable character even once. Yeah? Mm-hmm. That seems accurate.
Down! Get down! They're up on the ridge! Return fire! Go!
Oh, this seems bad. I failed to shoot them. I was aiming where I was pretty sure I saw someone.
That was fucking close. Whoa!
Damn, this guy sucks.
Rachel! Where are you? Rachel! Back! Stay back!
Busy being mad at you.
Atemo! Atemo! Atemo!
I'm gonna say, I don't know that this type of game necessarily lends itself well to this type of action.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
This might be a personal opinion.
Dug in like ticks. We're closing in. We gotta get this going. Yeah, fuck you too! Let's burn fuckers out with
I wonder if it's possible to just get that guy killed there by not shooting that successfully.
Oh, come on, you rather us hold hands and say kumbaya around the fucking campfire? Shut the fuck up for a second and let me think. What's to think about, huh? We're getting massacred. Permission to use WB.
Nah, we're not doing it.
Negative.
Only use it for smoke. I'm gonna flank him. Give me some cover and get Joey out of there.
Oh, I definitely pressed X. Come on. There's even still, like, time left on the timer. Oh, I pressed that too early. Here's what I have as a minor complaint for this game so far. Is that we went a really long time without any kind of action sequence, and then this like really intense high stakes one, and it's like, man, you gotta warm me up for this.
Bullshit. I know you're hurting, but you're not fucking dying.
I mean, he doesn't look like he's in good shape.
The flesh when it's a paper cut. Just hold still.
Fire.
No, that right there is your brain's way of, okay, no, that's bad. That's not great. Yeah, we're definitely in, like, Call of Duty territory more than I expect. I knew there was a military element to this, but I wasn't expecting it to be, like, firefights and, like, actually just, like, aiming to shoot at people as the action. Like, that, it feels a little weird to me. And maybe just a matter of preference, and maybe just that I've gotten used to it not being like that, but, like, it's not my favorite experience so far.
Drop tank, this is Killjoy 2. We are under fire and going down. Targets have advanced into the LZ.
This get any worse?
Affirmative.
Get down on the floor, or I swear I'll put a fucking hole through you.
I don't know that he understands English. I know the game wants me to do it. I really don't want to do it.
Fuck. Doesn't anyone speak English anymore?
Oh crap, that seems bad.
You better not miss.
It's Sergeant Gooddad.
No more killing.
Oh snap.
No fucking way.
Ooh, these are some very convenient earthquakes.
Rachel! Oh shit!
I like that they've localized to all of the plot essential characters. See, like that guy, he's not a playable character, he's fine. Okay, so like now that we're at the like 1.5 hour mark, can the like quote unquote game begin? Where we're not just doing military stereotypes?
Merwin! Jason!
Jason! We're literally looking for Jason. We've done it, everyone. We're playing a video game. Alright, well, I don't see any premonitions of my impending doom. Press L1 to toggle your flashlight on and off. This particular game. Who was like, yeah... Oh my god. Who was like, yeah, Man of Medan is cool and all, but like, what if it was just Call of Duty? Hey, don't tell me when to blow my load. That's not your business. Oh crap, it's a Wendigo.
Fucking kidding me.
It's definitely Wendigos. I saw a twinkle over there, but I think it was just brick. Gotta tell you, there's definitely a couple decisions I've encountered at this point that are not my favorite. They're not things that are inherently wrong with the game, but they're things that... Oh, that's not good. They're things that make me enjoy this game less than I would like to. Really don't like the super claustrophobic settings because the camera is not good with them. They like made a choice that it wouldn't do that. Yeah, we until dawn now. We until heavy rain because we looking for Jason, but there's Wendigos here. What I'm saying is that a Wendigo was the origami killer all along.
That you, Nick?
Jason.
Well, ain't that something?
That one room from Returnal.
Green Earth that we landed.
They blew it up. They blew it all up.
Regroup with the rest of the squad and signal for medevac. This place ain't no weapons silo, but it's sure as fuck crawling with Iraqis. Nick? Sergeant K, pull yourself together. Eyes wide.
I think he would be honest. Like, I saw a Wendigo.
Saw something.
What do you mean, saw something?
I mean, it wasn't human. In a tunnel. Should have never gotten up that helo.
I fucking knew it. I knew you weren't ready for this.
I swear to God.
Do not get God involved in this bullshit. Now, I don't want to hear another fucking word. You pull your shit together right fucking now before you get us both killed.
You gotta believe me.
No, you believe this, Sergeant. You didn't see shit.
Huh. Neither of these is compliant. We're factual, I guess.
Need to get out of here right now.
You ever seen anything
Echo
like
asks,
this?
what if the real Wendigo was the friends that we made along the way? That would explain the cannibalism.
I flunked history at school.
It's a premonition of death. These premonitions are like the least useful thing in the history of video games.
Feel what exactly?
I don't know, some.
I don't feel shit.
Yeah, the camera's so weird.
You sure about that?
It seems like they've definitely skewed the camera controls to be more focused on the lighting elements than just being camera. Which I get, but I don't personally like. I feel like that might contribute to some of the weirdness about just, like, turning tight corners and stuff. I'm sorry, is that not... Is that where I came from? Is that where I came from? Oh, I guess it is. Oh, wait, where else can I go? I already went up the stairs, and that was nothing. Oh, here's something. Oh, it's a door. Didn't look like a door. You mean? I had an opposite experience. I found that it was incredibly easy to kill people in Man of Medan because there's just like one or two quick time actions that just straight up get you killed. No matter how many other successful ones you do, you just gotta pick your moment.
Jesus, I'm trying. Will you stop squirming around? It's bad. He's bleeding out. We have to cut him down right now.
Hold tight, buddy. We got
Yeah, a lot of that blood probably used to be inside his body.
Cut the wires.
Joy? It looks like he's just carving his chest open.
Fuck, he's so...
The camera angle was not clear what was going on.
You don't think I can hear you?
You're gonna pull through, brother. Check it out. There's morphine in my back. Grab it. We're gonna pump you up, okay?
Is that standard issue? I genuinely do not know this.
We got this. You keep looking.
Is it like normal for like Marines to carry around morphine for this kind of situation?
Jesus, who the hell loaded these packs?
There's just a ton of candy floss in here.
What the fuck just happened?
I told you I saw a thing in the tunnel.
Clarice?
It's just hiding a bunch of strawberry jam in this mess. It looks way worse than it is.
Jason!
I'm not sure that's helping.
Let's move!
Hey guys, I think it's gonna know where you went.
He's bleeding out. You gotta take care of this.
I kind of don't care what happens to this guy. He's been a real jerk, and I feel like if we leave him here, we're gonna be fine. I do think it looks really funny though, where he's just sort of like, "I'll help." Nah.
Hold it the fuck in.
That time I tried, but I started a little late.
I need you with me, Nick.
Nick, you're killing him! Nick, ease up!
Morphine's kicked in.
We're not in good shape. Hey, Echo, welcome to the stream. It's very intense. How are you doing? There's Wendigos down here, but we found Jason. The jam is getting everywhere. What we haven't yet determined is whether the Wendigos like jam. Because if they do, it's bad for us. If they don't, we might be okay.
أنا الملازم سليم عثمان لكل الجنود. أنتوا فين؟ حول.
انت فين؟ هو البتاع ده ماشي؟
كابتن دار. قادر تسمعني؟ عد الرسالة حول. كابتن زفت.
Jason!
You know where Jason is. He's running from the jam.
اسمعني. أنا مش عارف في جهف. بحاول أخرج. حول. أخس.
Did he lose just his pistol? That's almost impressive. Oh, hey, Haggis, how you doing? I think we're a little further than an hour in. Maybe like hour and a half-ish. I had plans today. There a tablet of impending death somewhere around here?
بص احنا فين دلوقتي؟ والله ما انا عارف انا فين.
في حد موجود هنا؟
في حد هناك؟
Okay, I don't want this to sound insensitive. I appreciate the cultural awareness of like actually using like Iraqi language dialogue, but trying to like read that as subtitles while also navigating the world feels like a frowner. Like that's very discordant and distracting. All right. I don't like that the game had like. Why is it necessary for me to toggle the flashlight on and off? I guess at some point I have to turn it off in order to not get eaten by a Wendigo, huh?
إذا في حد موجود هنا رد عليا دلوقتي.
Give me your jam. I don't think that one's gonna make it. Someone got jam everywhere, man. Can't remind you to move after like 0.7 seconds. It was a little aggressive about it, at least in my opinion. Tablet of impending death? Tablet of impending death. Looked like a sharp drop off, like I was just gonna fall to my death. And I was using that. Why the first person mode? That's so confusing. Nothing has worked like that so far. It's very disorienting. Weird, unnecessary choice. Allied forces. Does that just mean my forces? Well, I don't have a flashlight, right? Oh, no, I do. I just have a separate flashlight that I also have to manually turn on. Tablet of impending death? Totem of useless information? Follow the jam. Oh, what? We think we're Alan Wake now? Why did it turn my light source off? I, like, turned it on myself. Game went out of its way to make it so I had to turn it on again. I don't understand what's with the manual light source in this game. I'm clearly just gonna spend most of the rest of the game in dark underground tunnels. Can we just assume I want flashlight on? Like, there's gonna be QuickTime events if I have to respond to something. If I need to turn the lights out, can't that just be a single QuickTime action? Why do I need to manually toggle the light source? It feels ridiculous.
Hello?
Very red here. I hate how claustrophobic this game is. It's just like my character fills so much of the screen, you can't even tell what's going on. It really makes me not want to explore because, like, moving around feels really unpleasant. But how am I going to find totems of impending death? How is it possible to fail this QuickTime event? What are the consequences for not immediately opening the door? I'm sure he's fine. Hopefully it's not a raptor and it doesn't know how to open an unlocked door. Oh, it's definitely a dragony thing. I don't think hitboxes in this game are very forgiving. I have to be a lot more careful about that. A lot of places to go. Maybe he'll be distracted by some of the jam. finally arrived. Yeah, I'm not convinced that that we can rule out the presence of like shadow games and stuff. I mean, it's not Egypt, but like, I don't know, man. There could be giant tablets with monsters on. I'm almost surprised that wasn't a quick time action. Oh, I failed to put the ring on her finger. These two weren't next to each other. How'd they end up here?
About to come down.
This guy sucks.
Where the hell are the Marines?
I don't know. It happened so fast. The ground just swallowed me up.
I'm just trying to max out his overbearing if humanly possible.
Kolchak?
Last I saw, they were together.
I tried. Something's interfering with the signal.
Is it all the rock? Is it like all the rock?
I don't know.
Air conditioner's having a fit right now, and I don't know why.
It's our only option. Let's move. Now.
When did you become so bossy?
It's my job to take control.
Carabiners, quick draws, rope, light. Shit. Okay.
All good?
All good.
Let's do it.
I guess I have to toggle on my flashlight again.
Well, that's a steep drop to nowhere.
We've got rope.
It's on her bag.
Hey, look. There's an airflow.
I say we climb. So when did you start smoking?
Excuse me?
The lighter.
It's nothing. Just something I picked up back at base.
The smoking, you mean?
Are you ready?
Are you?
What are their ropes anchored to? They just sort of like threw them into the abyss and they're like, all right, we're gonna go down now. Most of the squad are Marines. I'm not great with military rank. I don't know what this guy's deal is. Annoyed. Yeah, this guy sucks. Just keep being antagonistic.
What's that supposed to mean?
You've been pissed with me since I arrived at the base.
Now, Eric? Seriously?
You think I don't see it? It's written all over your face.
After the mission is over, we can sit down and discuss your insecurities. But for now, maybe you should just fucking take it on the chin.
I did actually have to toggle on a flashlight.
I guess we could classify this as quality time.
Why is she facing me? How is that helping? Either go ahead of me or don't. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why does she keep looking at me?
Doesn't this remind you of old times, Rach?
You mean the sense of feeling lost?
That always seems more obvious. I'm hoping to find a tablet of useless premonitions. Ooh. And look what we have here. This is why you anchor your rope. That's what should have happened like 30 seconds ago. It has been asked in chat whether the Ashley Tisdale character looks like her. It looks like Uncanny Valley Ashley Tisdale. It mostly looks like her, but looks a little video game. Hey, I just saw you die on a tablet. Let's look at another cake. Like, no one ever talks about those in these games. They're just like, yeah, I just saw you die. these exist. There's one of these earlier in the game where it's like, haha, look at this. It's just like nothing. Just literally wasting my time.
Looks old.
Old? It's ancient. But that's cuneiform.
That's not how you pronounce that, is it? I've always heard that pronounced cuneiform.
What is this place?
You're quite the expert on history. Didn't realize.
Maybe you don't know me as well as you think.
Not staring at me this time. Wow, look at how claustrophobic it's gotten now. It's practically person width. Man, I think I would genuinely give this game a trigger warning for claustrophobia. I'm not typically claustrophobic, and this game makes me feel extremely claustrophobic. I maintain that part of that is just because of how poorly the camera seems to interact with it. Gives me a little bit of a headache. But, man, it's a lot. It feels like a lot. Yeah, right? Like, I've never heard someone pronounce it other than cuneiform. I don't know if that's wrong, if it's one of those, like, actually, it's technically pronounced a different way things, but I've never heard it pronounced cuneiform. Look fine. It's fine how we would describe it. Interesting way of doing this. Interesting that this isn't so far a quick time event. Only the penitent man may pass. Given the character haggis, I think it's more like the impudent man may pass.
After you left, I learned to deal with pressure.
What's up? Say? Ah, it's tablet.
What do you think this place is?
Hard to say. These carvings look religious. I think we may be in a temple.
Could have brought our penance of life. That would protect us from 2 temple guards. Idol of death?
It's Pazuzu.
You call me?
Pizoo who?
I think it's just called pizza, lady.
Do you not watch horror movies?
You should know the answer to that.
It's a Sumerian demon. Something to do with plagues, I think.
Plagues and demons, huh? Great.
They're pretty much exactly Wendigos, but in this setting. It's a good question. I wonder if the cuneiform actually means something. I'm inclined to say no. It feels like that's a lot of work.
Great.
Or if it does, it's like the equivalent of whatever that, like, Latin phrase is that they repeat on, like, prop newspapers. It's basically just, like, insert text here.
Think we can move it?
Looks jammed pretty tight.
Camera's so good in this game.
Jason!
Yeah, I'm missing Jason too. Okay, so I can't go through the unlocked door. I really need to remember that doors in this game are terrible, because there's, like, no locks on doors from this civilization. Whose, like, temple we, like, fell face first into. Oh, we got, looks like we're gonna have to jump, huh? Nicola asks, is it me or it's the hey come interact with me blip overdone? Yeah, Katia might be right that they got some feedback on that. I don't know. Again, I just... My biggest problem with this franchise is that I feel like we completely redesign every interface from the ground up every time. And there's certain things that that's not a big problem for. But, like, I don't know. The camera thing's really bugging me in this game. The camera feels really bad. I don't know how the experience is for you watching it, but, like, playing the game, it feels awful. It's like I just try to like turn near a wall, and then I'm like, all right, this is what the wall looks like, buddy. If you're the bus driver this time, I'm gonna flip my lid. Truer words never spoken, Haggis. Our lids will flip together. This is also a thing I'm not loving, where you look at something and nothing happens, and then you leave and the game advances. I don't know what that's for.
I heard something down there.
Even in ruins, this place is still something special.
Wonder what happened here. That's gunfire.
Is it Terminators?
Where's it coming from?
We should move.
Bang at the tectonic gods.
Can you make anything out?
Oh yeah, this game has headache camera for sure.
It's deep. That looks safe to you?
It's our only option.
Get the rope.
I really hope that eventually we get to a point where there's like big sprawling caves and we're not just in these horrible claustrophobic caves where the camera's like, haha, screw you! Yeah, it always bugs me in like movies or anything where people like use clearly finite resources in like these desperate situations. Like it's no big deal. That always bugs me. Like everyone just sort of being like, aha, a slightly dark hallway. Road flare. Okay.
Unbelievable.
We're not the first ones here. Damn it. All this crap must be what Kayla's detected.
I still haven't quite figured out what I think her character is. I think she's a little bit nicer.
Sorry, Eric. For real. You put everything into this research.
More than you'll ever know.
You can't blame yourself.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I'll learn from this. I'll go back and work twice as hard to rewrite the program.
Eric will remember
Kayla's
this.
Stronger than ever. You don't think I can do it?
It sounds like a Klingon warrior. Deflect.
There's no use in dwelling on it. We need to focus on the task ahead and find a way out of this place.
The hell is that?
It's a deflection noise.
Subsidence? From the aftershocks? This looks like archaeological gear. Somebody was studying this ruin.
Hey, we could use those lamps.
Give them the lamps!
The light could guide the Marines to us.
I mean, assuming they're anywhere where they could see them from.
It'll work. Just needs gas. We need to find some.
Luckily, that grows on whatever type of trees grow down here. This feels ridiculous. Also, okay, no, I'm sorry. Why is it necessary for me to manually turn on the flashlight every time? We are literally like dozens of feet underground. The sun is nowhere to be found. Why would I put my flashlight away? Someone explain this to me. This is so baffling to me. Like, they literally had to code an extra command option into the game. Like, another button function. And, like, every time I switch control of characters, they're like, clearly this character trapped underground doesn't have their flashlight out. Like, why? What is this? Maybe one time the flashlight won't work. Here's what I'm sure is going to happen, Haggis. The very fact that this button exists in the game means that at some point, like, I'm gonna have to put the flashlight away or the Pazuzu eats me. And it's gonna feel like such a cheap death, because it's like, just make it a normal QuickTime action. Like, why make this a thing I have to think about? We just live in the darkness. I was born in the darkness.
You're safe.
Sorry? Did you say something?
No, nothing. You've got to see this.
You gotta see this. It's like a remotely phallic rock combination.
All call signs, this is King. Does anyone copy? Over.
Multiple kings. That doesn't feel extremely helpful. Over. Ooh, is this a tablet of imminent death with a different appearance to it?
I hope we can get this thing started.
They've been cataloging these pieces. Somewhere.
Doesn't that mean it's J.J. Abrams A29? I know that's wrong. I'm just teasing.
This is King to all call signs. Are you receiving? Over. Fuck. That's
dynamite.
a lot of fireworks.
Really old, decayed dynamite, also, from the look of it. Well, at least I got what I asked for, and that this is a much bigger room and the camera's way less annoying here. But, like, some of those earlier tunnels really reek of, like, you didn't playtest this, did you? Because I hate it. Looking at it makes me viscerally upset.
That's one hell of a big door.
No, it isn't. It's a moderately large door. Are you kidding? Hey, look at how big this door is, guys! Look, hey, look though, look how big it is! It's enormous! I'm staggered by the size of this door! I'm literally taking sanity damage looking at the door! Now, the game is really aggressive about telling you, like, to walk. Why'd you turn the flashlight on? The game is very aggressive about all its controls. That duct tape? It literally is. Hey, fun story. I was out with my mom getting lunch today, and we drove past a guy who walked up to some bushes, reached down, and pulled out an entire roll of duct tape. I do not know why the duct tape was in the bushes, or why that man knew that the duct tape was in the bushes. It was in the middle of a shopping center, too, so it wasn't like he just dropped them there while doing work outside his house and we just passed it or something. This man was, like, secretly hiding some duct tape in those bushes.
I'll take that, thank you.
Tape is mine now. You know, I'm guessing it's actually, it may more likely be the fact that there's these super dark environments that they had to really amp these up.
Why would they do that? Look at this place. It doesn't add up.
Why is this so blurry? The camera's so weird all the time.
How can something this vast have remained hidden for so long?
We built New York on top of it.
See how quickly this door has been blocked off?
There's something desperate about it. Wonder who they're trying to keep out.
We need to get these lights running ASAP. I can't see shit.
Where we're expecting to find gasoline, but found it yet. There. Oh, good. It's our Bioshock audio logs or something, maybe.
Do you think CENTCOM is aware of our situation?
I'm hoping the pilots got word back.
If any of them survive, that is.
This move a mug off a paper thing is a weird addition to this franchise.
Locals were spooked
Alright.
by these mountains. Can't say I blame them.
October 14th, 1946. That gives us some context. Randolph, I trust this finds you well. Our journey to the dig has been delayed. We left some heavy equipment behind in Soren because Pullman could only hire half the men and mules needed. Workers refuse to go into mountains. They are superstitious and cry that they will be possessed by demons. They even refused bonus pay of 2 dinars each. We have also left the second generator and the spare radio behind with the agent. We should be with you by the 18th. Was it like a listing agent? They like rented the space out or something?
What do you think the rest of the squad are doing?
They're tough. Each and every one of them. They'll muscle through.
How did we end up in this situation? Plot convenience. We, like, went to... Like, we used some, like, fancy satellite technology, the dude of this group did, to, like, detect what he thought was a probable, like, cache of chemical weapons or something like that. And so they went to this location, and there was, like, a farm on top of it, and so we were, like, interrogating people there. And then, like, just earthquakes happened, and all the plot-relevant characters fell. There was some combat. We had a brief Call of Duty thing happening, but, like, I would argue mostly plot contrivance is the answer to that.
Eric, check this out.
Why would there be a machine gun here?
It's a World War II model. Ties in with the time the archaeologists were here. What the fuck happened here?
I mean, someone shot a gun?
From a point of defense, this place has some good choke points, but overall it's a weak setup.
Could have been done under pressure. Don't know the constraints they were working under.
Different than the place I was. It's actually kind of hard, like, the room is, like, similar on a lot of sides. It's a little difficult at this point to tell where I've been and not. I thought I was doing a good job, but I had no idea this desk was here. The Curse of Akkad by Aline Journeau. Scholars regard The Curse of Akkad as a fiction, an instructional story that trained the Sumerians to endure famine, fate, and the whims of the gods. However, the discovery of this great temple hints at a new truth behind it. The original tale, the god Enlil turns against King Narnamsin of Akkad. At first, the king is pious and penitent, praying for answers, but after 7 years, the gods have given none. So Naram-Sin decides to bring them to account. He raises an army and marches to the city of Nippur to sack Enlil's temple. This blasphemy is so great that Enlil, the Roaring Storm, a magic card? That might be a magic card. Enlists the gods against Narnam-Sin, sending the Gutians to raise Akkad to the ground, destroy its farms, and curse the people with famine. Oh, those wacky
Maybe
Gutians.
climbing out of the cavern back there would have been the smarter move.
The way I see it, if these people were here before us, there must be another way out.
There were 2 things to interact with there, like 5 seconds ago. It's just more TNT, and it's maddening that there's so many of them, and that they just keep going. Else here? Oh my god, where is the... Just... Video game, just tell me where the gasoline is. I did it. Maybe. I hope it's full.
Eric, come give me a hand with these cans.
Tell me I had a little luck.
How's the lake holding up?
Leg? Oh, you mean the prosthesis? I lost my leg back on the highway.
Are you seriously going to play this record again? Look, it's happened and it's shit, but there's nothing that can be done about it. My advice, move on.
I have moved on. But you're the one behind the wheel, remember?
Oh, get a grip, Eric.
Shit.
Is he upset because he said a stupid thing? Because he had control over that. Yeah, I'm with you, Zach. That's another thing that like bothers me in movies is like when you find yourself in this kind of situation and they're like, there has to be another way. It's like, does there? It's like a collapsed ancient temple. Like, there's really no reason why that would need to be true.
Ah, shit.
What's wrong?
Fuel tube's worn loose. The damn valve is leaking.
That's what the duct tape's for.
We have to secure the tube before starting the generator. There's gotta be something here to fix it.
Don't cut to the thing I already found. Ah, sequence breaking.
You got it?
I've got it.
No, I'm just tearing more and more tape off. That's why you keep hearing the sound effect. Unwinding the entire spool.
You were wrong.
Doesn't sound like me.
Good talk, good talk.
You said nothing had changed between us. But I've changed. All that time.
I'm
spent away from
significantly
each
worse
other.
than before.
Couldn't stop thinking of you. Don't you feel the same way? Even a little?
I think I meant what I said. Just contemplating saying nothing.
It was over between us the minute that truck hit my car. Nothing has changed.
It's not how it feels from my side.
It's definitely how it feels.
And why were you being so hostile a second ago when that wasn't even a dialogue choice on my part?
Hold the fuel pipe. It's done.
Nigga says, after 1,000 years, I live again to torment Ashley Tisdale and Ken Doll Guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the alternate Gargoyles plot that they discarded in favor of 90s Gargoyles. Oh my god. I hate this place.
You think we could do this with a little less attitude?
I'm trying to work.
Why do we leave things like this?
I tried. But you made it so hard for me to stay.
We should have stuck together.
I don't think either of us expected to be out of each other's lives for so long.
Past year or so, my head's been buried in Kalis, and I was blind to anything
Kalis
else.
definitely sounds like a Klingon. I think this time I want to say nothing.
Rach.
Stare at him more. Stare more!
Say what's on your mind.
I've missed you, Rach. Like you wouldn't believe. Back then, I don't know, things seemed confused, but now, it just seems simpler.
Dude, I have taken every opportunity to max out this guy's overbearing. I don't know how he could possibly be sensitive. Restrained!
It's the past, Eric. We have to put it behind us and look towards the future. Otherwise, we're just going around in circles.
I'm happy to look to that future.
I like circle. Circle is my favorite shape. Wait, we didn't find a spark plug. How do we do that last one? Why does it work now?
We have power.
You'll ask, so they just know how to fix 60-year-old diesel generators. They had duct tape. Yay, son. That's almost 100 feet.
Wait! Jason!
Crap.
Jason!
Okay. This guy's gonna need a jam refill soon. Luckily, Jason's still alright. He doesn't even seem to have jam on him yet. Weird, because he's been carrying him for a while now.
Won't make it. The other way is safer.
Round.
This way.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to expect to happen between the two, frankly. So what does the Pazuzu hate like? Oh, hang on. This is a little tricky, but it's generally fine. Oh, he is wearing his anti-jam camouflage, huh? It was a good idea. Really thought ahead. Why would it suddenly just turn around? It had been chasing us for so long. Well, it immediately started following us again, so that felt like a pointless interlude. I don't know what's happening. It's a really weird cut. What was that? That was weird too.
Let's go.
Investigate tape recorder. You got it, game, I guess.
Eric, take a look at this.
You think it still works?
Let's find out, shall we?
The tape is all tangled up.
It's fine, I can fix that.
So when did you stop wearing your wedding ring?
When did you stop wearing yours?
Never.
It didn't. Always close to my heart.
I think I'm going with say nothing on this one. It's weird how much they're prolonging this. And it's like, I feel like she isn't openly hostile. Like, I feel like I don't want her to be openly hostile towards him, except when he says stupid garbage. But when he's just sort of like, weird generic sentiment, she's sort of like, oh, I don't care.
But maybe you're right. Maybe it's too late.
Ooh, there's someone else now. Ooh. Yeah, that'll make things interesting.
You need to let go, Eric. There's someone else now.
Yeah, wonk the bearing. We all gonna die. We all gonna die!
The bones of this temple are drenched in blood. We have set foot on an uncharted shore and roused something ancient and wicked. A blasphemy that comes in indescribable shapes and forms. For eons we lived as children in this world, unaware of the horrors that slumber beneath our feet. Now we have blindly thrown open the gates to madness. I fear being taken, but I must.
He seems awfully calm for the amount of chaos that was going on while this was being recorded.
To all mankind, Mary, I'm sorry.
Hello?
Hey, just throw a rope down. That's how stuff works down here. That's not good. How is this guy not dead?
The hell is
I
going
feel like
on?
he should be, like, bled out by now.
Man. It was not supposed to play out like this.
Any call signs? This is King. Contact, contact! Taking fire! Does anyone copy? Over!
That's Rachel. King, this is Mailman 219. Say again. Over. King,
How come her call sign is her last name, which she shares with another member of the team, and he is Mailman 21 actual?
Damn it.
Besides, Jason's a way better call sign.
Let me go. Listen, you leave me here. He's slowing us down. We need to get to Rachel. I said leave me.
That's thinking clearly.
I'll hold him off.
Marwin, those are not Iraqi.
Whatever the fuck they are, they're mine. Go.
I mean, presumably I'm going to be given this option. And I'm, like, definitely going to leave this guy behind. He's, like, basically
Leave
dead.
him behind. Or we die with him.
Go. Get out of here.
He's literally asking for it. He is slowing us down. He's basically dead. I know Semper Fi, but, like, this just seems impractical. Raid's acting like he's got to be low on jam. Like, this guy's... He's almost out of jam.
Hey, baby.
I like to think his last word was Sean. That's a great question, actually, Zacula. Is Jason ever gonna apologize to, like, Corporal Other Dude for being like, you're imagining stuff, now get your act together, after they've been chased by a Wendigo for, like, 4 miles?
Something simple, this goddamn place.
Wait, it's like 7:31 at night. What is this shaft of light? What is it?
Old. That's all we have. Can you see him?
It looks like it's noon. I didn't know where you were. Why did throwing the rock help? Out the game's logic for things that aren't QuickTime events.
Rachel.
They're often, like, very similar.
I got you, Rach. I got you.
This is my totem, right? If I don't do this right, she's gonna get impaled, right? I actually understand one of the totems for once. It might literally be the first time that's ever happened.
Rachel, grab onto something!
I can't see!
Good tip, bro.
It's too dark!
Oh no, I didn't toggle on my stupid flashlight.
Damn it, Rachel, will you hold still?
I think that's how this works. Also not sure about the road flare.
I'm so sorry, Rachel. I'm so sorry.
I'm not doing that. I'm really not doing that. I don't know if this gets us both killed, but I'm super not doing this.
Over here! Help!
I'm really gonna try here. Really trying. I'm still not doing it. I don't care if it gets both of us killed. I'm not doing this. How much would it suck if I had cut that right then, and then like 3 seconds later help arrived? Like, how terrible would that look? It'd be such a bad look, man. Well, there goes that rope.
Rachel!
She's still gonna die? I don't know how I could have done more to save her there. Special feature. Hey, I think we're 1/3 through the game.
These luckless souls fallen into. Poor Rachel has been lost to the darkness.
Oof. Ah, but it didn't go out.
What of Jason and Nick? Brothers in arms, but are they really as close as they appear? Or will it be a case of each man for himself? Let's not forget that they've already left one man behind to die tonight.
Yeah, but that guy was boring and he sucked and he ran out of jam.
To Salim. He seems level-headed, an almost reluctant soldier, perhaps. An unwelcome fate now awaits our survivors, trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void. One by one, their lights will be snuffed out, unless you can find the means to save them.
I mean, Rachel probably already did. Right? You should have just shot the dude. I was confused about that too, Cotillion.
To concern myself with the affair.
Especially once he like lost sight of us. Just sneak up on him, take out the one bad guy.
Interesting. I can offer you some words of advice, as long as you are willing to keep this strictly between ourselves.
You know what? Sure. I did this in the last game. Didn't feel like it mattered all that much, but like, at least it gives me some guidance, maybe.
A prudent choice, all things considered. Long ago, I met a blind poet who impressed upon me these wise words.
Get
Long
good,
is the way
scrub.
hard, and out of hell leads up to light. That's all for now.
Okay, I think I know what that means. Well, here's... Hang on, can I pause real quick? Okay. Haggis in chat asked, here's my question. There are many instances of light coming in from outside. Why not climb out to safety? It's not totally clear, but every time we get one of these scenes, it tells us how deep underground we are. I think it just said, what, 162 feet or something like that? What I don't understand is, like, in the last scene, I think it was the very last scene before the library thing, it really felt like the source of light was, like, not that high above us. And also, it was completely incongruous for the time of day cited. I mean, like, sure, there might still be, I don't know what time of year it is. I don't remember if they established that. But, like, they definitely said, leading into the scene, that it was, like, 7:30 p.m. It was, like, you know, 1930 something. But, like, the intensity of the light is so strong, it's like noon sun focused in a laser beam. It's so weird. Like, it doesn't feel at all like it's increasingly getting dark in this deep underground cave system.
Where's Rachel? Where is she?
I only tried to cut her to fall to her doom like 2 or 3 times. It's not my fault.
What happened to Rachel?
We were ambushed by the enemy. He opened fire.
We were ambushed by the enemy. Then we drew his attention and came over here for no reason. And then I tried to kill her. That's what happened.
I held on. I held on as long as I could.
Rachel!
We gotta
Can't
move.
break it to you. I was gonna cut the rope, but now I'm really upset that she fell.
We need to fall back now.
Over there.
Let's go.
Look at that.
I like that they turn on one generator and like multiple floors of lights are powered by it.
Apparently the Iraqis are the least of our problems.
I also like that these guys like haven't explicitly mentioned that there's like a demon gargoyle thing chasing them.
Mailman 2-1 actual to all call signs. How copy? Over. Joey, report in. Over.
Joey's dead.
The fuck you talking about?
The Iraqis tore right through him. He died in my fucking arms.
Not good at conveying information to one another, are we?
The hell are we gonna get out of this?
Up? Probably up. Down doesn't feel better.
We gotta lock this place down. Form a defense perimeter and buy ourselves some goddamn breathing space.
Lieutenant, what did you mean when you said the Iraqis are the least of our worries?
You believe in
You ever heard of a Pazuzu?
Absolutely not.
I think that's a pizza cookie dessert. Is a Pazuzu? Is that right?
I don't know what. You wouldn't believe me even if I tried. Hell, I don't believe in out there.
Monsters.
Monsters? Come on, you're jumping at shadows.
Sir, with all due respect.
Lieutenant, we're trapped down here with an enemy Iraqi, maybe more. Whatever you think you've seen, it's bullshit.
These statues.
Nick, take a mental picture and snap the fuck out of it.
What is this place?
It's not the silos, that's for sure. This mission's a bust.
I can fix this. The satellite.
Yeah, that's everyone's
Look over the
concern.
data to improve the algorithm. There are clearly teething problems.
I think he cares too much about people to let that slide.
Oh, fuck your satellite. Good men have died. Clarissa's gone. Your wife is dead, Eric. You led us on a suicide mission.
Hey, I'm still in command here. You'd better remember your rank, Lieutenant.
I'm still in command here, okay?
I'll get us out of here.
We should move on.
Oh no, something happened to our extremely fragile ancient generator. Who could have guessed?
Stay and guard the entrance. We'll check it out.
Repair the generator. Oh, it was so much fun the first time. Let's do it again. Oh, hang on. Better toggle on my flashlight! Not gonna let that go. I'm finding this incredibly irritating. It's a small thing, but I really hate it. I will say, though, that I'm glad that we're not in the super crunched-in tunnels, at least for, like, a decent amount of time now.
Saddam's chemical weapon silo, huh?
My headache has completely subsided. We've been away from them so long.
So much for Eric's pioneering thermal satellite system. Eric's gonna have some pretty tough questions to answer.
I wouldn't like to be in
Guys,
those
I'm right
shoes.
here, and I'm still in charge.
There's the generator.
It's fine. Walk in front of this machine gun.
Need a hand here.
I'm on it.
What is this Dead by Daylight?
Someone's
thing?
taking a serious dislike to this thing.
Sabotage.
Looks it. Watch my back.
Guys, my satellite!
Oh, shit.
Stop fucking around. Hurry up. Does it look like I'm fucking around? Good job, Sergeant.
Stay alert.
Dropkick, this is Mailman 2-1 actual. We're heading deeper. Over.
Acknowledged. You be careful in there. Dropkick out.
Cable split.
I don't know a ton about, like, military radios. Hey, I didn't toggle that on. It just did it for me. Do you think that they'd actually be able to broadcast signals between rooms down here? I mean, maybe, like, if they're 1 or 2 chambers away from each other, but, like, we're talking, like, stone walls and stuff. I feel like that would start blocking the signal pretty quick.
What do you think?
Explorers? Yeah, I'll go with that.
Oh yeah, let's read some Sumerian mythology again. some of the changes they made to the controls really unintuitive.
An
Lamage
eternity
2.
eating dust? You gotta be shitting me.
I like that response. Lamage was a terrifying she-demon, a murderer of infants who feasted on the blood and flesh of men. She is most commonly portrayed as a hairy, lion-headed monster with bird's feet, often shown kneeling on a donkey, as we do. A serpent held in each hand, and a dog and pig suckling at her breasts. That's, I mean... You know, people are into what they're into, but that sure seems weird to me. Lamage had 7 names, 'cause 7 everything, right? It was referred to in incantations as the 7 Witches, which is also confusing. She was responsible for many evil deeds, a bringer of nightmares, a poisoner of rivers, herald of famine and disease. There's a lot of famine here in this mythology, huh? Belt buckle found in the tomb of an Akkadian priest. Belt buckle detail. Lamage 2 was the daughter of the Akkadian sky god Anu, father of gods and demons, and the god of earthly kings. And was most often depicted in a horned headdress, while his Sumerian counterpart, An, was depicted as a great bull. In Mesopotamian religion, bulls were frequently seen as a sign of strength, a belief passed on to later Mediterranean and Middle Eastern cultures. For Greek philosophers, the bull's horn symbolized the horns of a dilemma, which is totally a thing people say. An impossible choice with no right answer. The gods of Sumer certainly presented no right answer for the Sumerians. They were at once kindly and cruel, grand and petty, fallible and supreme. Yeah, it's not like a great mental image, huh? Who even wrote that book? I like that that appears to be all that's in this chamber, too. Like, hey, do you want to have nightmares about a weird creature? Oh, back, Ocadius. We're even deeper underground. Assuming that you fell asleep after we fell underground. If not, plot happened and now we're underground. This is also a thing that's really baffling to me, is when, like, there's 2 characters, and I'm controlling one and the other one's going ahead. The other one keeps stopping. Like, why? Why are you stopping? You're in the lead.
This way.
Oh, that looks good. And fun and good. And fun.
Fuck. Watch your step. There's a tripwire.
Wow. If I don't get that one quick time event, does that just kill both these guys?
Clear. Looks simple enough.
Counter explosion?
Nah. Just need to cut the trigger.
That wasn't a quick time event. It's really not consistent.
Gotta be the guy who shot at Eric. Motherfuckers hunting us. Dropkick, this is Mailman 2-1 actual. Do you copy? Over.
Dropkick receiving. How's it going out there, Kolchak?
Your friend sprung an IED on us. We're good. You'll want to keep your eyes open in case he's left any more love notes. Over.
Copy that. Moving up. Dropkick out.
He's moving up.
Shame you warned him about the tripwire.
Oh, boy. Hey, cool, piece of paper. Let me read it super intensely. April 2nd, 1946, we have assembled our team. Top of my list was Unintelligible Crow, the bulldog of Omaha Beach. We found him in Cairo, brawling for money in a Levantine drinking club. Crow recommended Unintelligible in Haifa. We picked up my assistant, the always inquisitive Aline Journeau. Unintelligible insisted on the presence of her own advisor, Ellis Van Huyten, an archaeologist I know only from Unintelligible. Our team complete, we shall head to Lebanon, and from there, by train to...
October the 21st.
The back of this paper was a video.
46.
What?
Crow was the first to break into the tomb. An honor he shared with Bessie, that damned machine gun of his. It was a beast of a weapon, but it seemed to comfort the fellaheen doing the digging. This place has lain undisturbed for centuries. It is not the tomb of Alexander the Great, but a temple of an even older god king, the Akkadian despot, Naram Sin. We have been mistaken, but Lady Bradshaw still declares it a find for the ages. A discovery that will write our names in the annals of history. Looking out at this sceptred hall, I have no reason to doubt her.
What just happened? It was super weird. Ooh, a tablet of impending death. Hey, Demolition, welcome to the stream. Oh. Stabbed, huh? It says, I love it, they always put things back exactly how they found them in these games. I mean, you wouldn't want to disturb the archaeological site, right? Oh dear, we are a little bit back in claustrophobia country, huh? Camera does not behave well in tight spaces. That on the desk. I got a plate. Hello, Bueller? Holding that button. Is that helpful? Is that helpful? Again, I'm really baffled by what is and isn't QuickTime events in this game. It's less clear to me than in any of the previous games.
He could be waiting for us down there.
It seems like they've endeavored to really cut back on the QuickTime events, and mostly only have them in situations where, like, there's reasonably high stakes. Maybe isn't the worst idea, but, like...
It can't be. That is definitely him.
I don't know. Personally, I still feel like Heavy Rain is one of the best implementations of frequency and type of inputs.
Can't know for sure.
I didn't read any of that. I'm not paying attention.
Trap.
We gonna die.
That, and I am not leaving any more men behind.
Hey, somebody want to tell me what's going on here?
We heard Joey
Moved box.
tunnel.
We think we heard Joey.
It was him, all right.
It's probably a Wendigo.
Let me remind you that I make the decisions. I'll lead the way.
I'll take the lead because it's dangerous.
No, I'll take the lead.
Not without me, you don't.
He literally just did, though. It feels like a weird time to express that feeling. We're 150 feet underground. It's a little higher than the last scene, I think.
لازم اقول له لا اتخانق لوحدك مش هتخانق معاك. لازم يكون في طريقة تانية من هنا. لازم يكون في طريقة تانية.
Oh crap, he's where the bus is. Oh no, wait, that's where we left him, right? We left him with the bus? He's the guy who ran away from the gargoyle thing. Seek a way out. She lands on Salim. Remember how high she was when she fell? Yeah, I think I took this guy's wallet. Such a weird new mechanic. It's like in all the previous games, you would like hold right trigger to like pick something up, and you'd have to hold it down to like examine the front and back, and often, but not always, there was like some clue or something written on the back, so it would encourage you to hold it down and like turn it before setting it back down exactly where you found it. In this game, you hold down trigger to pick it up, and you can manipulate it the same way, but frequently, once you release trigger, then it does something important. It's very weird to me. Oh yeah, we put that other guy's pistol in our holster. It was vacant. Does this guy have a rope he can magically throw down without an anchor and descend to safety? that an option? There's really not a lot of place to be here. I'm not sure what the game wants from me. It's sort of where we left this, and nothing has changed. I can't imagine what I'm hoping to have happen here. Why am I doing... Hey, why am I doing this? Wait, why is my stubborn going up? Is this optional? This feels like the only thing I can do. Cool. Is it knife time? Is it knife time? Is it knife time? Ah, okay. It's also a vampire. What's the button? It's a button cheat. Wait, why didn't we stay in the light? It clearly got burned by the light. Why would we not... And then they kiss. Yeah, right, Critchwitch? Why would you run away from the sun? Why? Why do it? I think I had to at least unearth some of that stuff in order to advance the plot. I think it became optional at a certain point, but I think if I didn't move that first plank, like, the game just wouldn't progress. Feels weird. That's the biggest Allen wrench I've ever seen in my life. What do you think that builds? I like how it's a whole squadron of red shirts. Sir, unnamed American character ×4. Biggest idea desk I've ever seen.
Over there!
Sounds about right. You got blood on my camera, bro. I'm already having camera troubles here. Ah, he's leaking jam too. In 2003, was this normal, like, operating procedure for like U.S. military? Is they like replace all your blood with jam? Hang on, objection. How did we end up here? There was like no safe way down, and now we just have this little ramp. Sunlight on it for fun? Fun and profit? Also, do I have a flashlight? Really don't like this mechanic. I really don't like being in the claustrophobic tunnels again. The camera's gonna have a fit if I have to turn. These are like nothing, right? I don't understand. They're just collectibles. Seems like a weird time to stop and try and make an observation about an ancient culture. So, like, I feel like I'm led to believe that there should probably be 7 Pazuzus total, right? 7 is, like, the important magical number or whatever. So, like, 1 down? 6 to go? We're playing as Nick. And we haven't played as Nick. Actually, we haven't technically... No, we did briefly play as Nick when we first fell underground. But, like, real short.
Still here, Joey?
Stay alert for danger. That sounds like a bad omen.
Mailman 2-1 actual, Joey, do you hear me?
Also, this time I didn't have to turn on the flashlight. Again, weirdly inconsistent.
Check your...
His favorite type of jam. Not a good sign.
It's Joey's.
He's in bad shape. We gotta move fast.
Excellent point. Two of these 3 characters wanted to take point. Neither one was doing it.
What actually happened to him?
That's not Joey.
He died. Whatever's out there now, sure shit ain't Joey.
Well, in battle, these things are often difficult to judge.
What's that supposed to mean?
You could have been mistaken, Sergeant.
I'll restrain myself.
Say so, Colonel.
We just have to hope he's still alive. We've lost enough today.
I'm sorry, sir. About Rachel.
Is that so? Kolchak told me you people called her the Queen Bitch.
Not by me. I knew her better than that.
Uh-oh. He overplayed his hand, doesn't realize. What's the game doing? What? I pressed no buttons, and this is what the game thought the default should be moving into the next scene. What? He, like, flipped 180 degrees and, like, hid in the corner of the screen.
This fucking place.
Sweet, let's not anchor ourselves to anything and fling ourselves into the hole.
How deep is that damn hole?
Saw fissures like this back at the temple. Best guess is the quakes opened them up.
Let's just keep going.
Fine, keep going. Down the hole. I guess we're not going down the hole.
I don't need to tell you how to do your job, but
you're gonna anyway.
Check your weapons, check ammunition, and check again. Pay attention.
Hey, I found some more jam. There's a lot of it this time.
Is that blood?
Nah, it's boysenberry.
Something really fucking nasty went down here.
Ooh, a piece of paper. Do you think there's a movie on the back of this one? October 23rd, 1946, the catacombs beneath the temple are heaped with unintelligible. Aline has worked sacrificial digs in El Castillo, but even she hasn't killed thousands in the name of their gods. Redacted. In charnel pits, as though the slaughter plague or cataclysm demanded such price. So much whatever happened here a millennia ago is Snake? Snake? Snake! Oh my god, there was a movie on the back of it.
7th of December, 1946. Our finds have been so spectacular, I couldn't resist breaking out the champagne. As I entered the survey tent to pour a glass for Mary, I realized something was awry. She'd found Bradshaw's crate of dynamite. I tried to calm her, but she worked up a full head of steam, sounding off about the risks of using explosives at a dig site. She was right, of course. I feel terrible for hiding it from her. Just then, Crow arrived and picked up the dynamite. When Mary ordered him to put it down, he looked her boldly in the eye and said they'd found something below.
Game really struggles to come out of them too, because in order to trigger the secret movie on the paper, you have to be holding trigger and then hold right stick to the right, turn over the page, and then the movie goes. I imagine if I hold the trigger and the button the whole time, then it will be normal on the way out. But if you let go, like I have been, it's just sort of like... Ooh, a tablet of imminent death! Interesting. Can I talk to him? No, it's just light. It's not actually an interaction point.
Should never come here.
It's close. This is so fucked up. Be quiet. We're walking into a trap.
Guess I'll check the light room first.
Stay focused. Don't let this place fuck with you.
No, I think that's where the sound is coming from. I guess I should go in the dark and terrible cave.
Check your sight lines.
No? Is this the right way? It sounded like the sound was coming the other way.
Cover me.
How did that update our bearing? That feels weird. Is there something important in here? Wait, what was it? Hey, what was that? I mean, it looked like a pouch. It could literally contain anything pouch-sized. At least I think I did the right thing. Yeah, I think the only villains are, like, arguably the enemy soldiers, but mainly the Pizookies. I think that's all we're dealing with. Might be a surprise later on, but... well, that seems to be all we got.
You may not be alone.
This is a perfect place for an ambush. Let's keep it slow and tight.
No, double time.
That's how I like
Joey
it.
needs us now. We gotta hurry.
Wait, how long has Eric had his lightsaber? Has he really had that the whole time?
Joe, that you?
I feel like that's the first time I've noticed it. We're gonna take it slow.
He's right. Advance with caution.
We have every reason to suspect that this man is actually dead and this is some sort of trick. Let's not run in there. That feels bad.
Shit!
Aggressive? Dude, he was already shooting at me. Also, this is the same guy who ambushed him, and he was setting a trap for us. Why does that give me the aggressive tag? I feel like that should be the, like, soldier who's not going to die tag. Yeah, I don't think we should be messing around with grenades down here, chap.
Fucking hoorah.
This is Mailman 3 to Mailman 2-1 actual. Come in, Lieutenant, over. This is Mailman 3 to Mailman 2-1 actual. Come in, Lieutenant, over. Mailman 3 to Dropkick. Colonel, are you there? Over.
Oh, no.
It's a xenomorph. And my flashlight's on by default. This place is bad. I don't think... Hey, guys, I don't think this is a good place to be. What's the purpose of this? Might that not have been a cutscene? Mailman 3, Mailman 2-1 Actual, and Dropkick are their call signs. And then the woman Rachel, who's formerly in charge, her call sign is just King.
Over there is a demon. We can get through this, but only together. They react to sound like bats. They hear you. They hunt you.
Maybe also
See
mention
their
that light
weakness.
burns. Okay.
They burn in sunlight.
Of course, it's
any
like
living being, they
it's like 8 p.m. or something canonically.
take through the heart. Your bullets will only slow them down. Even a truck falling on them just makes them angry.
It speaks pretty good English. Not like shocking, but you know, worth noting. I don't think we'd heard him speak any English before now.
Move into a flanking position and get its attention. I will do the rest.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
How did my vengeful tag go up? What? Oh, you're right. He did say yeah. When he confronted Jason, he said no more killing. You're right. He did speak a little English. Not like a whole conversation, but he did speak some. It's weird how many of the, like, percentage-wise, how many QuickTime events have been like, don't kick a rock! And I get it, especially in these circumstances. It's like, they definitely escalate most of these situations, but, like, it's weird. It's also surprising me that I haven't goofed one of those. Intentionally or not. I mean, I hit it. I literally pressed it while there was still time. I don't understand why that... That's like the second time that's happened. Which, I don't know why that's happened more than... or at all, really. Never let you do just one of these. It's gonna reframe and then I'm gonna have to do it again. Told you. Always does that. I mean, I'm drawing its attention, so at least that's still working, right? Also, aren't I sitting in light? Or is that just like the camera acting weird because of his flashlight? I would drag it into the light for good measure if I could. Like, really, there's no reason not to shove it in the light, really.
I've seen ugly in my life, but never that ugly. What the fuck?
Why are bullets pea shooters? Because magic must defeat magic. Basically, they have their own rules as to how they can die.
Have I ever seen
Bullets slow them down, but don't actually kill them. And he explained it a little bit ago. But the rules are sunlight or stake. They're basically vampires.
What do you think those things are?
Bad?
You know what? I don't know. I didn't think to ask. How about you?
Do you believe in demons?
If you'd asked me that before, I'd have laughed in your face.
Laughed of your face?
In the Sumerian myth, they say the souls of the dead went deep underground to the House of Ashes, where they lived on dust, plagued by the demons of the underworld.
I can't even begin to comprehend that.
Like you, I also never believed.
But now we're kind of here, so like it sucks.
Look where we are. Look what we have seen. We are trapped.
I guess I was actually just telling someone about that scene from Buffy the Vampire Slayer like 2 days ago. I forget what the name of it was, but there's some like ancient vampires like, it can't be defeated by conventional weapons. Because he was from like Middle Ages. And they just shot him with a rocket launcher.
Well, if we're in hell, I guess you should at least know my name.
And it worked, because...
Nick K, Sergeant.
Not a conventional weapon from that time period.
Man. Lieutenant. Iraqi army.
What did that attach to? He just put it on his back and it stayed there.
This is Mailman 2-1 actual to Mailman 3. How copy over?
Hey, solid copy, LT. I see your light. Keep moving forward. I'm just ahead. Over.
I'm coming to get you.
Your friends better not do anything dumb.
Throw the gun that he had? This is tough. Give me some time to talk to him.
Cover. Go. Go.
I just want to make sure that they don't get fidgety just spotting him right away.
My God. You were right. What the hell is that thing?
Makes your anus pucker, don't it? Shit, Nick.
I mean...
You wax this thing all by yourself?
Sergeant Gay, you alright?
Yeah, why is he being suspicious? Just like have an actual conversation. Not just like actually tell them though.
Yeah, all good.
This plan's a bust. Whatever the hell happened to Joey, he's gone.
Why is that a
There
defensive
knows
trait?
how many of those things out there. I say we pull back to the temple and regroup.
I think that's the best plan I heard all day.
I don't know why there was no option to like have a conversation like adults. Wait, why are we dragging the demon with us? That last half scene was very confusing to me. That doesn't necessarily seem as confused, but that felt weird.
Jason!
It's weird to me that this game is using some very specific overall story tropes from Until Dawn. You had someone fall down a pit who's clearly not dead and is going to show up really late. Like, we literally have done that before. I mean, at first I thought they were dragging it to the light, and then they just weren't.
Colonel Eric King of the United States Air Force. I'm a chief nuclear engineer of the Iraq Survey Group, tasked with locating hidden chemical weapons. Our mission...
I did a bad job.
...uncovered something unexpected.
I feel like the second you start making a recording like this, in this type of story, you're definitely gonna die. Wait, who brought that camera?
That's the last one. Should at least slow them down.
Long enough to spot them on the cameras.
The equipment that was left down here is from like 1946. Who among them brought like security cameras?
We should reset that chirp wire.
Not even that. It's like an early 2000s
We've been in some fucked up
camcorder.
situations before.
I had one like that.
Never as fucked as this.
If I gotta fight these things, there's no one else I would want by my side.
Yeah, I would want to be with Jason too. Hey man, I already said I always got your back.
You know I always got your back, buddy. Come with me.
These two are friends. Such good friends. Hopefully reminding us that the grenade's there, because I will forget.
Something else.
You think?
Wonder how many places like this we've bombed without a second thought.
These relics are better off in the dust.
What's your problem? These people didn't ask for this war.
I feel like Jason's character requires him to say this. He's wearing like a 9/11 hat that he made himself.
New York City a couple years back.
So now all brown people gotta suffer, that it?
That's not what I meant. You know me better than that.
Yeah, I thought I did.
All I'm saying is that this country has its fair share of monsters, right?
Does it
I
now?
mean, it does have some demons.
When we're back home, we'll laugh about it.
Yeah, maybe you can tell me how you feel about us black folks.
Mailman 2-1 actual, this is Dropkick. Request update, over.
2-1 actual receiving. Cameras are green and the holes have been demolished, over.
Good work, Lieutenant.
We're now trapped here with no hope of escape. Over.
I hear you. Over now.
Yeah, I'm really not entirely clear what the immediate plan is.
At approximation, the creature is 8 feet tall, bipedal, winged. Wing webbing appears to be affixed to its forelimbs and to the digits of its hands. Epidermis looks to be smothered in some sort of excretion. Underneath it is...
Whatever it is, it stinks terribly.
Creature is starting to rapidly decompose in death.
Dropkick, this is Mailman 2-1 actual, approaching Eastern Passage, over.
I see you.
Christ.
How is it that his, like, laptop is switching feeds without any input? It's like a really sophisticated system for them to have set up at that point, especially with the technology they ought to have with them.
These creatures aren't dumb. They're predators. Bet your bottom dollar if they came this way before, they could come again.
Not a turret. The archaeological team that came here had like a old school machine gun that was left in the like, main chamber, sort of. But given all the other random technology, you could be excused for thinking it's some sort of like automated turret or some nonsense. Isn't this the path we saw in the very beginning? This leads to the horrible stink well. It does! It's the horrible stink well! I'm so good at arts and crafts and the guitar. Come, visit scenic horrible stink well. The stink is worse than you'd think.
It's the closest I've been to hell.
I don't like it here. The stink is in fact worse than I think. Alright. Okay. Ooh, you think there's a movie on the back of this piece of paper? Unintelligible. Stank of death. And was littered with unintelligible. Enough to be covered in flies. Bro thinks unintelligible. Down here after robbing them. I pity those hapless wanderers. The fear they must have felt. Unintelligible. This was not what he wanted to show us. An unearthly unintelligible. When Mary asked what it was, Bradshaw nodded to Crow, who broke open the dynamite. Said she intended to find out.
Blowing a hole through the rock face, we found a gateway to a strange world below. A phosphorescence emanated from beneath, casting its eldritch light over us all. Lady Bradshaw was insistent that we descend further. Perhaps Mary is right, and Bradshaw is becoming reckless and uncontrollable. But I can't stop thinking about what's down there. I am now
thinking about
working
your
with
dad.
Poe and Pullman to set up a winch and elevator to descend into the shaft. What mysteries lie below, I wonder, undisturbed by the world above.
I can't imagine being the type of person with the skills necessary to just create an impromptu elevator with, like, basically nothing.
Says they found something weird down here.
Yeah, no shit.
They found something weird down here. I mean, even without the demons, this room qualifies. I'll check the other side, too. This tablet was here back in the ancient past, right? Different? Same? That definitely suggests Rachel's still alive. Different body than the one I checked, right? Cobwebs. This was a bad door before. Do you think it's better after, like, 1,000 years? Oh, hey, it's that guy's necklace.
More crap.
What'd you find?
Nothing that's gonna get us out of here.
It's beautiful.
Right now, I couldn't give a crap if it was the crown jewels of England. Perfect.
It was weird. I pressed the
Looks
button to,
a
like,
big
interact,
checkpoint.
and then nothing
Any of
happened,
those
and I took a
freaks
step
coming
forward,
up
and then
from
it
below
worked.
are sure to pass through here.
Set some charges?
Yeah. Yeah, rig these pillars for maximum coverage.
More likely to see the trip wires, though. You think those things can tell a difference?
How many explosives did they bring?
Shouldn't
They each had, like, a backpack and some
Aside,
pouches on
we're
them.
more likely to catch them out. Smaller spread, but the explosives are better hidden. What do you think?
I like the cautious side.
Those things are devious fuckers. You're right. We plant the charges to the side of the hall.
All right. They won't see this one coming.
I'd rather make sure to damage them some amount than have, like, a coin flip to take them out, I think.
I can hear your brain ticking away. What is it?
Should have given her a second warning.
Fuck, man, I wish I hadn't asked. I'm through talking about this.
Yeah?
What's left to say? You know that checkpoint was a prime target for suicide bombers. We had to act in the moment. We had to make a call.
It was the wrong call.
So these guys were responsible for the accident that happened when Rachel was driving?
Why is it that no one ever
That
tells
it?
us straight? Everyone just makes up.
I feel like they would have all been together at that time, right?
That's why we're in the sandbox in the first place, right? I just want the truth, Jason. Shooting that woman messed with my head. You seriously gonna tell me who messed with
right.
yours, man?
I think he's got to be humble here. They're buds.
If we make it out of here, we'll face up to that. If we die down here, maybe it's what we deserve.
There have been some vague allusions to, like, a recent incident that had Nick, like, unfit for duty. That's what we're actually talking about.
Serious?
I thought he was talking about Rachel because he's got the relationship with her.
It's armed.
Dropkick, this is Mailman 2-1 actual.
We're at a stairwell leading down into a maze. Please advise.
Please advise? What is he supposed to say to that? Go get lost in the maze. Over.
Dropkick out.
Mount a camera here, and let's head back.
Where did all this technology come from? Holy crap! Must have fallen into some sort of jam pit. Oh, we're far down. It's also burning. It's actually Hades here.
Eric? Eric!
This is a fair question, but it feels so silly to, like, wake up in, like, what seems like biblical hell and just be like, hey, Eric? Hey, Eric? Eric, honey?
Nick? Jason?
Jason! Gotta hit that L1 to turn on the light source, baby!
Jason!
Aha, light! I love it when a video game has a Jason in it. Or a Sean. You have a lot more video game Jasons, though.
That can't be anything good.
No, that seems bad. I don't think I want to be in the actual, like, ritualistic blood pit.
Jason!
That seems bad. It just seems like a not good place to be at all. Really not exactly sure what I'm doing here. Is that a woobledy? Is that a try me? Yeah, I mean, I'd stop for this, right? Oh, it's got claw marks. Good. Can't just be blood. I mean, maybe we're supposed to be implying just, like, that this is, like, actually Hades, or that this is where they put all the blood from the corpse pit, or something, but, like, it could definitely be, like, blood mixed with something, but I definitely don't think it's not blood. Hello, invisible wall? Hey, invisible wall, it's me, Vasco. How are you doing? Is this for serious? I'm holding forward. Okay, well. Okay. Yeah, we found a ton of jam. Oh, am I just straight up stuck? Did the game break? Hello? I, like, literally can't move. The only thing that the game will allow me to do is toggle my light source. Yeah, it's super cool. Hello? Oh, that's not great, huh? I turned a little. Dude, what's happening? Yeah, I mean, I might have to reload. It should checkpoint at the start of the scene, but, like... Can you jump? No, there's no jumping in this. There's only jumping if prompted by QuickTime action. Super good. We're probably... I kind of just wanted to finish this scene. I think that'll put us roughly at halfway through the game. If I'm interpreting things correctly. But I think in order to finish this scene... yeah, I think we have to... Main menu? Is there a main menu? Or do I have to just, like, kick out the game? So cool and normal and not broken. Okay, give me 1 second. Hi, it's me. Just gonna, PS5 menus are such trash. Close game. Open game. Try and run out this one scene. And I just, like, I'm more dedicated to doing it now. Because I want to make sure that the game isn't unwinnable. So glad for all this extra inconvenience. Okay, play alone. Continue story. Okay, well, I can move now. It checkpointed me at the helmet, which is a slightly weird thing. Oh. The game is still acting a little glitchy. Give me a sec. Okay. R2. Okay. Okay, so it remembers that I did that. That's why it saved here. Okay. Okay. Well, at least it didn't kick me all the way back to the start of the scene. That's a plus. I don't want to touch the burbles. Burbles seem bad for Vasco. Ooh, do you think there's a movie on this piece of paper? How would this possibly be intact? 13th December, unintelligible, and I descended into the unintelligible. As we left, I was struck by the unintelligible temperament. Very unhelpful sentence. She seemed eager, almost manic, in the face of our new discovery. When we reached the bottom, Crow could not prevent himself unintelligible before us. Aw, dude, that's gonna get you put on a list. If you can't prevent yourself from unintelligible before a bunch of other innocent people. Set in a dizzying vault lay an unintelligible, loathsome, colossal, and sleeping, a great carcass built in S unintelligible. Overcome with awe, I unintelligible. Is this just Mad Libs now? This is just Mad Libs, right? Oh, wait, I didn't... Hold on. Hold. I forgot to check for a movie. Alright, I found the movie.
28th of December. God forgive us. For days we have studied this dead, silent realm, and its entombed...
Silent Realm more or less threatening than the Shadow Realm, do you think?
Now the horrors have come for my own dear Mary. Crow found her unconscious in the Star Chamber. Her notes scattered around.
She was unconscious in the Chamber of Murders. No one knew what happened to her.
And laid her down in one of the cells. When Bradshaw learned what had happened, she was evasive about Mary's work down there. As I cleaned my wife's face, she spoke to me in a fever, sounding distressed and confused. I have resolved to keep a vigil over her. I pray her fever abates so we can escape this cursed place.
Hey, it's the first escape room. I gotta tell you, I would not be holding it together this well if I was in this situation. I'm just gonna put that out there. Also, when it reloaded the game, turned the light source off, didn't it? Interesting that we found that glitch. You know, I've been pretty good about finding glitches in games, whether or not they're reported to have glitches.
The hell?
Need that. Oh, no. Am I stuck again? I was briefly stuck. But I'm fine again. I would have been mad if the bats caused that to happen again. Why not? Why not a jam bone? Now we're gonna make a torch. I was like, why? Why the sleeve? Why? Everyone has a just in case later. No, we bothered to establish that one. That's a Chekhov's cigarette lighter with the word Marine inscribed on it. He hated that sleeve. He's been looking for an excuse to get rid of it for ages. Why is everything on fire? I don't know. Who left all this jam here? There's a lot of unanswered questions. God, is it stuck again? Hello? Dude, what's the game doing? I can no longer toggle my light source because now it's just a dedicated torch. Well, the game has frozen twice in this one sequence. I'm gonna say that's a sign that we pick up here in the middle of the jam pit tomorrow. It seems like reloading the game should fix it, so I'm not as concerned about that now. But I don't feel like doing that again to still not quite finish the scene. So, we're gonna make that our checkpoint, I guess. Progress through the game, according to the main menu of the PS5, is 1% per number of trophies equipped. So let's close the game. Hope that actually works tomorrow. I'm sure gonna... The like, highlighting that game music is super loud on the PS5, so I'm just gonna take those headphones off. I don't need them. Hey everyone, how you doing? How you enjoying this game? And here's a bonus question. What do you think was in that pouch that changed our destiny? Because, like, we've only had our, like, bearing changed, like, 4 times, maybe 3? And historically in these games, that means you've done something that can, like, cause a major shift of either, like, a character is doomed, or maybe, now that there's hope to get out of a situation you wouldn't have been able to get out of before. But, like, I wandered into that dark cave and got, like, a pouch that just had a green on it, and I looked at it and I was like, it's mine now. And the game was like, your bearing has changed. Gotta get them Chivos. Gotta get them Chivos, Zacula. Zacula, I hate to break it to you, video game, but you can't just wrap cloth around a stick and have a torch that burns magically for a long time. Nah, that's what video games have taught me, Zacula. The video games must be right about this. Why would the video games lie to me? Agus asks if Davy Jones is strangling a man on my couch. I mean, he's giving that banana man a hug. Neko seems to think it's something worse than that, but I'm not sure that that's true. Then we got some opinions on the game. Meh. Pretty intriguing. Par for the course. Yeah, and it could be a medical kit. I don't know. Here's the thing that bothers me about it. It just feels weird for him to, like, it's not clear how that med kit got there, if that's what that was. But, like, I also sort of gathered that. I assumed it wasn't super clear. We didn't get a very close look at it, but I think it was supposed to be a green cross, like, on the pouch. But, like, don't you think you'd, like, look inside and take stock of it? Because, like, even if it was originally filled with medical supplies per the markings, like, maybe they got used up or something. I feel like you would check that. I don't think you just, like, bring it with you and be like, I'm sure that'll save someone. It goes totally bananas. It could be pretty fun. I'm not sure where to expect this one to go, which is kind of usually how these start, and then the end is kind of disappointing. I've heard some, like, minor rumblings that suggest this game's a little better about that, about it, whether or not it goes off the rails. It doesn't do it in a way that feels really stupid. I like that answer. I'm leaning like, but not to play. I like some of the story elements, but the interaction and camera things for suspense are dumb. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel about playing it. I like this style of game. There's some specific things they've chosen to do with this game that aren't my favorite, but what I do like about them is that most of those things that I don't like aren't just the game is bad. Because you know I like to complain about games. I don't like anything. I don't know why I play video games, because I hate them. But playing through this game, it's like, these things happen, I'm like, I don't love that. This is kind of annoying. But, like, none of them are just like, and I feel like every video game I play these days, like every video game that comes out, there's just like garbage that's like, this is just bad and you shouldn't do this. Just go with you like the torture. I mean, it is my job as the streamer. I'm solemnly sworn to suffer for chat. That's how this works. Honestly, going stupid might be the best possible thing for the game. Maybe. It might be. But I think that depends on what kind of stupid. The kind of stupid is very important, I feel. Maybe you feel differently. But if you want to find out if this game is going to turn stupid, and, you know, you're watching live, hi, Mom, who's actually watching live, then I encourage you to watch tomorrow if you can. We're doing a very special spooky Halloween bonus stream that everyone pitched in their hard-earned doubloons from watching this channel for a long time. We're doing a bonus stream. After consulting with folks on the Discord, it seems like the usual stream time actually probably works best for most people. I realize it's not going to work for everyone, but if you're free tomorrow and you don't have Halloween plans that take you outside of the house, there is still sort of a pandemic situation happening after all. I encourage you to stop by. I won't tell you exactly what, but there's going to be some special stuff tomorrow, including a very special one-time only single stream duration channel point redemption. So get excited for that, maybe. I think it'll be fun. And I think the other minimum one surprise I have in store will also be fun. It will again involve me suffering, but I think it'll be fun. But yeah, that leaves us with just one final unfinished order of business for the stream, and that is to locate the secret Squirtle. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm using almost the exact same layout from yesterday because all of chat managed to locate the secret Squirtle. And I feel like I can prove that it's not obvious where the Squirtle is. So take a look at the couch, see if you think you can find where a Squirtle is, and keep in mind that if you can see a Squirtle, that's not the secret Squirtle. Give you all an opportunity to think and consider where Squirtle might be. Of course, it is considered an omen of good luck to locate a secret Squirtle, so it's really worth your time to think this through. I am going to endeavor to try and get all of the Halloween weekend streams up next week the way I've been doing, even though it'll take a little bit of extra effort to get the tomorrow stream up, just in terms of rendering video and all that. So, if you aren't able to join tomorrow, you will still be able to see it on VOD or on YouTube. Will probably take a couple days to reach YouTube. But keep all that in mind. Hopefully you have enjoyed it so far, though. Let's see where people think the Squirtle is. Behind the bread. The purple narwhal. Under Banana Man or under Eeyore. Behind Yoda. Really tiny one under Eeyore. I have at least one very small Squirtle and several, like, small-ish Squirtles. Any other final guesses? I drank almost none of my 100% juice apple tonight, because you really can't put the controller down for very long in this game. Let's do it, chat. Okay. A lot of guesses circling the front row this time, which is interesting because no one thought it was there yesterday. Let's take a look. So, under Eeyore, we have sort of a combination of Pokeballs, right? Behind Great Ball, we have Tiny Pirate Stitch. My sister got this as a souvenir from one of her Disney cruises, and it's very good. He is a pirate. He's also Stitch. He has a tag that's as big as he is. It's fun. Behind Classic Pokeball, got a spooky Halloween Snoopy friend. Huh? And for a mild bit of Inception, behind the Ultra Ball, right next to Eeyore, was a more different tiny Eeyore. I guess that Eeyore might be hiding behind Yoda. It turns out that it's Charlotte Bronte's sword, propping him up. think someone had, well, I saw it gets under the red Power Ranger. But that might be where Squirtle was hiding. That is actually Regisaurus, the Stegosaurus. I did see someone had guessed that perhaps I put it in exactly the same spot as last time. Hitting under an anime. But no. I found an idol of similar size, just like Indiana Jones. Swap out. So, covered, I believe, the guesses from chat. That leaves one question. Where's Secret Squirtle? Turns out, Secret Squirtle was hiding behind the Green Ranger with his giant head. Yeah, man, I have lots of cool stuff. This is why this game is fun. There's actually many reasons this game is fun. Finding Squirtle is great. So I didn't catch anyone who guessed it live in chat, but maybe you watching along on the YouTube VOD managed to locate the Squirtle. Give me a shout out in the comments if you did. But that should do it for tonight. Thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. Namely, if you're watching live in particular, I'd love to see you tomorrow. I really do have some fun stuff planned for the bonus Halloween stream. Have been aspiring to make it something special all month, and now that we've sort of sorted out the schedule and we know the plan, we're going to try and finish this game tomorrow. Take probably about the same amount of time. Hopefully the game doesn't repeatedly need to be reset because we keep getting stuck in a puddle of jam. But yeah, if you're free, come out. Otherwise, enjoy your Halloween, and I'll see you whenever I see you. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.